borders have grown.
What is going on, guys? We are back for another DSP video, and this week he finally has a conversation with Asmongold. He has a resurgence that dwindles after one day. He has a Black Friday marathon where you give him money and he buys stuff on stream, almost like a fundraiser, dude. And we start off today on Sunday, and the very first thing that someone asked in chat, if DSP can do a badge discount, and DSP responds, he doesn't know what that is and what he's talking about. Even though, whenever money's low, guys, we got the badge discount going on, let's go, who's gonna take advantage of it, dude? And finally, something everybody has been wanting for a very long time. The music, all those god-awful DSP remix songs, is gone. That is right. He says they keep getting claimed, and it's not a representation of who he is today. So when his slideshow goes up, it is just silence for 20 to 45 minutes. Then he started talking about Jasper, and he dropped this bomb that every year Jasper gets a UTI because of his diet, so DSP changed his diet. Can you imagine how dirty that house is that every single year Jasper gets a UTI infection? But of course, DSP doesn't care about that because it doesn't affect him and his money, dude. And DSP was freaking out, cause Sir Gold has not responded to DSP, he has not added him to Discord, and he's freaking out, and he's telling people, go over there, tell him DSP wants to talk.
Oh, I know I've blabbed for 20 minutes already, but now it's time for my opening segment. Are you ready? Right now, someone go tell Asmongold that I want to confirm that we're good for tomorrow. And the reason I need to do this with you guys is because I can't talk in his chat. He's streaming right now on Kick. It's Asmongold. You have to follow his chat for days and days and days to talk in it. So I wanted to talk to him this morning and be like, hey, just want to confirm we're good for tomorrow. Can't talk in his chat. And he might say, well, why don't you DM him? I did. I DM'd him 2.5 days ago, and he hasn't responded. All I want to know is, are we good for tomorrow? Is it the correct times of 12 noon to 2 p.m. as we said? And will he send me his Discord because he still hasn't? I just can't reach this guy. He just doesn't really talk to me. I try to talk to him and he doesn't respond. So I would love for someone who can actually talk in his chat to head over there right now and say, hey, DSP is talking about you right now on stream. He wants to know if we're good for tomorrow. And I need to have his yes or no because he hasn't responded to the DM. Okay? He still streams on Twitch. Is that true? Because people told me he didn't. People told me he stopped streaming on Twitch. Well, I don't have an account on Twitch. I closed mine. I don't have an account that I can even talk on. It's closed. I'm not going to reopen it for this purpose. Yeah, I've been waiting since like, what is it, Friday? I sent him a DM and I said, hey, just want to make sure we're good for Monday, like we had talked about. And by the way, please send me your Discord because you didn't send it yet. So that way I have it. No response. So, you don't read the Kick chat? He doesn't? No, there's not going to be any surprise guests on the thing tomorrow because I've already talked to him about it, and he says absolutely not. That would be incredibly lame. It's just him and me. So nice try, stupid. The only chat he actually reads is Twitch. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Well, if someone then has a Twitch account, can you please go over there in his Twitch chat and say, hey, DSP is trying to contact you. He just wants you to confirm for tomorrow. Can you say yes or no that we're on for tomorrow from 12 to 2 like we had agreed? And also tell him to send me his Discord because I don't have it. So I can send him the actual call so we can do the show. That'd be great. Okay?
He's pissed that Asmongold won't go around his schedule and won't do things his way. Imagine being someone on the level of DSP telling someone on the level of Asmongold, work around my schedule, do things the way I want to do, dude. I'm important, dude. And DSP said he's not going to do a fundraiser for his office equipment, but then says if he gets a lot of support on Black Friday, he will spend it immediately on office equipment. So basically a fundraiser then for his office equipment. And he says this is a reward to his audience. And according to DSP, he needs a new desk, a new chair, a new monitor, and each of these individually costs at least $1,000. So that is right, at least $3,000 he's expecting on Black Friday Marathon. And then we get to Call of Duty, and look at this. DSP Gaming at the bottom of the leaderboard, and his KD, 5 eliminations, 15 deaths, for a .33. Amazing work there, King. But it got worse from there, as he decided on Nuketown to do a melee build and run around with a knife killing people. Let's see how well that resulted for DSP. Oh, look at that. 28 eliminations, 56 deaths, .50. And now it's time to look at DSP in action in Call of Duty. And spoilers, he's begging like crazy because he only has $57. And he's also sucking at the game. It's not his fault, dude. It's the game's fault. They need to fix it, dude.
All right. So everyone, we're at $45 of support. And like I said, today we were supposed to do DSP Tries It, 5 guys. All right. With a burger, fries, and a shake. But we needed to hit the goal. And I thought, gee, we'd get a rallying of support to hit it, because we usually do. Whenever we're at like 9 out of 10 goals hit, we usually get a big rallying of support. We had almost no support whatsoever on the podcast, $14. I do want to say thanks to those who did support, at least now as I've been playing. There's been a few super chats, got us up to the 45. We need $105 in the next half hour. And before you say, in the next half hour, why? Because if we're not ordering, then my wife has to cook. So I need to tell her in the next half hour if she's cooking or not. So please, if you're going to support the stream today, please support it right now. Let's get a rally. Right now we had a few super chats. Let's get some tips. Let's get our first sub of the day, our first kicks of the day. We have no kick support whatsoever, 0. So let's get some support over on kick. Let's get some momentum going so we can hit this goal and we can do DSP Tries It today. Okay? All right, so Jack with no sack gifted 30 memberships to the community, which is the equivalent of $90 of support. Are they legit? Well, their account's been around since 2012. They're also a 3-month sub to the channel. So I have no idea. It could very well be completely fake, but it could be real. There's no way to tell on YouTube, sadly. So at $90 of support, we're at 147. So we got very close to hitting the goal, but sadly we still didn't. And we actually don't even know if those are legit or not. So, Jack with no sack, if those were real, thank you. But there's no way to know. I don't know who you are. I'm not familiar with you because you don't talk in the chat. So I don't know if you're legit or not. So thank you. If it is legit, thank you so very much for allowing us to get $3 away from the goal today. All right. Well, here's the deal, folks. Obviously, today Call of Duty did not go well. I wanted to play with an assault rifle. First of all, I think that basic assault rifle is terrible. I really do. I don't think it's very good at all. Maybe I would play again and try a different assault rifle, but today, I don't know. Today we had mostly trolls in the chat. I couldn't get any help to figure out, is there something I can do to reconfigure the game to have less lag? Because obviously there's a lag problem. In general, it just doesn't seem like the positive supporters really cared. At all. I mean, literally last match, a guy comes in and drops 30 memberships out of nowhere. Even if it's legit, and I do appreciate it if it is, you know, that's really not a good sign for the game. That someone would come in last minute to save it rather than people liking it all along and supporting it. So, exactly. Dabian says, it is annoying. It didn't happen earlier, and then you could have done DSP Tries It. You're right. I wanted to do DSP Tries It today. It's way too late to order food now. So, and I mean, we still didn't hit the goal anyway, but I want to say, I don't know. I got to think about it. Like, I was going to do this again as a late stream later in the week. Maybe I'll still keep that stream scheduled and we'll see how it goes. But if we have another stream that's very similar to this, then we probably say forget it. Like, again, this last week I've grinded at this game to try to get better. The only thing I've done better is melee. That's it. Or I say the shotgun. I can do decent with the shotgun. But the thing is, I'm not going to do great with the shotgun because you always run out of ammo. And it's always only good for close range as well. So, oh, did we? I missed it. Was it Guy? Guy Geisen did some kicks. Okay, I didn't see that. Thank you to Guy Geisen for 500 kicks. All right, so with that, we did hit the goal. If the memberships are real, and that's kind of the sad fact is we don't know. We don't know if the memberships are real or not. I wish we did, but there's no way for me to tell if a membership bomb is real until 2-3 days pass. So, at this point, there's no reason for me to not count it. So I'll just say, yes, we hit the goal. Thank you, guys. And I will play Call of Duty again later in the week, and we'll see how it goes. Okay.
Enemy care package dropping. Bravo is ours.
Right. I can easily get multiple instant headshot kills without having to readjust my gun. It's totally not auto-aim.
Heads up. Enemy HKD drop detected.
Established UAV above.
Every single shot hit him. Every single one. They were all around the neck. I die instantly. And he shot me in the balls. I shot him in the neck. I die instantly.
For mark, requesting care package deployed.
Dude, what do you want me to do? What on earth do they want me to do? I can't play any better. I see the enemy. I aim and fire instantly. I'm hitting them first. I die anyway. I can't play better than this. Your game is garbage.
Oh, Bravo lost. Enemy UAV detected.
Again, what? What are you talking about? As soon as I saw him, I start hitting him dead instantly. Why play? Why am I playing this game? If literally I can't kill an enemy, ever, why am I playing this game? No one ever dies when I shoot them. No one. Look, that was a headshot. Literally the only part exposed is the head. How was that not a headshot?
B secured. B advised. Enemy watchdog helo incoming.
Are you kidding? You saw that. It was all headshots. Every shot. The dot on my screen was on his head, and it didn't register as a headshot.
Hunter killers inbound on your grid.
Huh? It showed an energy bar in front of me, which is why I fired there, but he was actually to my right.
A few minutes later.
No, Jay, this has nothing to do with the settings. I'm telling you, it's just something with the game. Whether either people are playing with auto aim with on console, I don't know. There's something that I'm at a distinct disadvantage. There's no way that I'm getting into a head-up firefight with someone. I'm aiming, I'm firing, I'm hitting them first, and then I die instantly. It doesn't make sense unless you're saying that every single person I'm playing is getting an instant headshot. Yet you see me actually shooting them in the head, and the game doesn't register headshots. So is no one playing this on PC, or is everyone using pad and they're getting aim assist? Is that what it is? I don't know. I adopted keyboard mouse because I wanted to play like you're supposed to, and now apparently I'm being told that it's better to play on pad. That pad is getting an advantage or something. That's pretty insane. But I mean, take a look. Take a look at my previous Call of Duty gameplay. I'm no newcomer to this fucking series. I played last year, Black Ops 6. I did well. Now I can't do any basic gameplay at all. I'm like the worst player. Something's odd about that, don't you think? Don't you think there's something just a little fucking weird about that? And it ain't that I'm getting older. It's that I think the game is awful. I think they fucked it up. They legit changed the game. So now all these kids found out some way to abuse the game. And they're all getting insanely cheap stuff without ever trying. Like, literally, they're not even fucking doing anything. But they're getting kill after kill. Me, I'm trying to aim and fire and play like skill, and I can't. Like, I can't even get single kills. I don't even understand it. So, guys, we have until 3 p.m. to hit the support goal so we can do DSP tries it today. If we don't, we're not doing it today. Even if we hit the goal after, I can't. My wife has to cook. So, yeah, please support.
And of course, when money is low, DSP every single time. Come on, guys, this is the last match. After that, come on, guys, this is the last match. After that, come on guys, this is the last match. And as you saw in the clips, he got 30 memberships, and he doesn't know if they're from Argentina. But he's gonna count them anyways, cause he needs to hit the goal, dude. Then we have this in chat. I hope you get a job at some point. Cat deserves a man who can bring home the bacon. Joke's on you. He is the bacon. And then DSP finally got his answer from Asmongold about tomorrow and the interview.
Very much for watching. I do appreciate DSP tomorrow. I think so, yeah. I mean, as long as he's around, yeah.
And man, DSP's been going crazy in his workouts. He says he no longer has moobs. But look at those fun bags right there. And then he started playing American Truck Simulator, and he was complaining that Buckwell did not get him all the DLC. Imagine the entitlement. This guy goes out of his way, gives you support, gives you all the DLC, and you're complaining. That's not enough, dude. Give me more. Then he kept saying those 30 gifted memberships he got earlier, he doesn't know if they're real, so please, please guys, support tonight. And this is so DSP. He was complaining his wheel was not working, and it's the devs' fault because they updated stuff and they fucked the game over. However, he goes on to realize it's not the devs that fucked up. It was DSP and his cable.
I can't click on power. Are you kidding me? Look at watch this. Look. What is happening? So I'm gonna have to use my keyboard? Wait a minute. Oh my God, I know what's going on. I know what's going on. It's the stupidest thing ever. You'll never believe it. Let's confirm. It's the stupidest thing ever. Yep, it's fixed now. It wasn't the game. It wasn't the wheel. It wasn't my PC. The wire from the wheel was accidentally pushing down the right arrow on my keyboard.
And then we have this from 220. 220 subs. 22,000 kicks. The 220 saga is over. We didn't always see eye to eye, but I enjoyed our time together. Fare thee well, Philip. And you know who came in right after this? Your future stepdad. I wonder if that's ICS as well. But not only that, he's done wailing out on DSP under this account, but he's still wailing out on PWR for his trans hookers. And then DSP was complaining that his wife gets mad at him at the dinner table because his leg bounces all over the place, and she tells him, stop doing that. Then goes on to say, he doesn't sit down straight at the dinner table, he sits cockeyed. And then he went on a rant about people and detractors being autistic and he doesn't understand it. But also says people in his life kept saying he might be autistic, but DSP says they're wrong, he's not. And we have a Slayer here as well. I think people overuse autistic a lot. These people could be people who are sociopath or psychopath depending on the thought behavior.
I will definitely say, I turned off my car again like an idiot. I will definitely say this, all right? I would say, online, there's certainly, I've noticed, groups of people who tend to not be able to tell that something is, like, morally wrong. That they think that it's fine to become this kind of weird groupthink mentality, an obsessive mentality. Things that are just little, innocuous, nonsensical things become the biggest focus for them. notably, let's take a look at people like my detractors who, like, they will hyper-focus on some little nuance of something that I said or did on a stream, and it becomes like an unstoppable, hilarious meme. For what reason? Did you know I didn't know anything about the banana song at all until, like, a year ago? I really didn't. Everyone always brought up the banana song, and I said, what is the banana song? I really have no clue. Everyone would be like, he knows what it is. He's angry about it. That's why he doesn't want to talk about it. I didn't know what the fuck anyone was talking about. Until someone gave me the clip and said, here's the clip finally. And I watched it, and I was like, so it's, I want banana, tasty banana, put it in your mouth and squeeze. And it was like, and it comes in denim. And it's like 10 seconds, if that. And then it never comes up again. Like, it's never referenced anywhere in my content. I never said it again. I never sang it again. And it became this weird obsession with my detractors, this like 10-second random clip that was taken out of context of the playthrough. Just like a random thing that happened. And they're like, see, he's weird, and it's fun, make fun of him for this. Like, for what? For a 10-second clip for a playthrough where the game was driving me nuts, right? It really did. Donkey Kong 64 is the playthrough that was taken from. And that just drove me nuts. That game actually made me go crazy with how stressful it was, all right? And literally, I never gave it a thought that that would be anything anyone would have cared about whatsoever. And for years, it became a thing of like fanaticism and obsession of these people. Why? It's literally a 10-second episode. It never comes up again. I never did it again. Literally, people just said in chat, you butchered it. You're right, I did. Because I don't know it. I literally don't know the song. I never thought about it. So how did it become this big thing? Why did so many people have this weird groupthink obsession over this thing, right? And it's the same thing with so many different things that they say about me, like WWE champions and shit. Dude, we've already talked about that till we're blue in the face. Why are we still bringing it up? I reacted to a documentary last year, in the summer of last year, that talked all about mobile games and my spending on them, and I fessed up to it, and it's done. To this day, people still, my trolls still come in and check, WWE champions, WWE champions. What are you talking about? we talked about that. There's nothing else to discuss at all. But do you see what I mean? Like, this is just bizarre shit. And again, could that actually be that there are people who seek other people of similar mindsets out on the internet, and they group together into these groups, and then they act like that? This weird cultish groupthink behavior. And what I hear is that it's one degree of autism is that you hyperfixate on little nonsensical things. You miss social cues. So you would not understand why harassing someone online and trying to ruin their life is actually wrong. Like, you wouldn't understand that at all. It's not even within your realm of understanding to get that. Like, there's no morality or anything to it, right? Like, it's fine. Just constantly gossip and hurt others, it's fine. What do you mean? A normal person would look at me like, constantly stalking someone, hyperfixating on a particular person on the internet you don't like, turning everything they say into a big, mountain. What do they say? Make a mountain out of a molehill? That kind of behavior is not normal. Like, people wouldn't look at that and be like, that's healthy, positive behavior. But these people, like, can't see that their behavior isn't normal. Like, they don't have that capacity. To them, this is like, no, this is fine. This is normal. Doesn't matter how much what you say about me. It's fine, And then they seek out others like that online, and they form these communities around this kind of behavior. It's not the word. It's what do they call it? Outlier behavior. Yeah, it's like an outlier to how normal people would act. And again, there's nothing. I want you to understand something. There's absolutely nothing wrong with anyone who's autistic. There's nothing wrong with anyone who has anything like that at all. Because, like I said, I personally know people who are autistic, who are awesome people, who are fully functional, normal people. They don't act like that. They don't obsess over people. They don't try to hurt people they don't know online and think it's okay. But it's weird to me that now, every day now, you hear a new classification of autism. Well, this behavior is autism. Well, this behavior is autism. And Elon Musk is autistic, and this person's autistic. No, wait a minute. If everyone's autistic, then does it even exist? If everyone has an autistic behavior that they do, then is it real? Maybe it's just human behavior then. I don't know. Why are they using the term so much? Constantly, you get brought up now. Like, well, dude, at some point, someone has to be out there who's not autistic. You're saying everyone has a level of this? Like, what are you talking about? I don't know. It's just really bizarre. It's really bizarre to me. Like, when I was growing up as a kid, I didn't even know what it was. I never heard of it. I heard of different levels of things, such as you knew about Down syndrome, you knew about mental retardation, you heard about those levels of, like, mental stages of problems and things like that, right? I never heard of autism once when I was a kid growing up. I didn't even know it existed. Never. Not until I was a full-fledged adult, probably maybe like 10 years ago, did I even hear this term. I didn't even know about it. And now all of a sudden, it's like everywhere you go online, autism. What? How did it become so prominent and rampant and everyone has it? I'm a little confused. Then, like I just said, then pretty much anyone can have it or everyone has it, right? To some extent, I think we all have little idiosyncrasies and tics and things. Like, for example, you don't notice it because on stream it doesn't affect me at all. But sometimes when I sit down at the dining room table, all right, all of a sudden, I'll just start bumping my leg like this. Like, I'll start wiggling my leg. Restless leg syndrome, right? I'll start doing it, and my wife will say, you're doing it again. I'm like, oh, thank you. I didn't even realize I was doing it. And then I'll stop, so I'll consciously have caught that I did it, and I'll just stop doing it, and I won't have a mind to do it again. In fact, usually my leg is in the wrong direction. Like, I don't sit straight when I sit down at the dining room table for some reason. I sit kind of cockeyed, and then I start like doing this with my leg, and she says, you're doing it again. I'm like, oh shit. And then I'll sit, it's normal, and then it will go away. But you notice it doesn't happen in here, like ever. Like, it never happens in here for some reason. So, does something trigger it? Does, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I literally have no clue. But now someone would say, well, that's autistic. Like, I told you guys over the years, I I walk on my toes, 100%. My whole life when I was a kid, I walked on my toes. To this day, I still kind of, I don't all the time, but I kind of walk on my toes. It's one of the reasons why in my life I've had big calves. Because people have seen my calves over there, like, wow, he actually has really big calves, which is weird, because, you know, Phil's not super buff or whatever. But why do you have such, just, like, big calves? A lot of people in life say they have a problem actually building up their calf muscles. I certainly have never had this problem. I've always had big calf muscles because I kind of walk on my toes, right? And then people are like, well, that's because you're autistic. What? Because I walk on my toes? What are you talking about? You know, I remember going to the doctor when I was a kid, and the doctor said, yeah, he walks on his toes. It's the thing. He might grow out of it. He might not. If he has issues with his muscles or whatever, we can look into solutions. But unless it's a problem, it's not a problem. You know what I mean? Like, if it never amounts to pain in the legs, bones growing wrong, then don't do anything about it. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Today, if I went to the doctor, we'd be like, you walk on your toes, you're autistic. Like, what? I don't know.
And DSP is still pissed that people are saying they'd rather have 2 jobs at McDonald's than be DSP. And he doesn't understand this. He says he's at the top of the world. He has everything. Why don't you want to be me, dude?
Right? Like, everyone just wants to dump on me. And they think it's fun to do it because everyone does it. There's actually no real reason. It doesn't do anything because guess what? It doesn't affect me. I still persevere. I'm still successful. I'm never going anywhere. So what exactly is the reason besides you want to feel like you're a part of some kind of weird online group and it's fun to make fun of someone? And why do you feel like it's okay to do that? Except for the fact that maybe you just need to feel a little bit better about yourself. Like, making fun of me is somehow dumping on someone else. You know what I mean? Like makes you feel better about your life to say that someone else's life is worse than mine. Well, my life's not worse than yours. Unless you're like a millionaire and you want to, you know, you don't work or something. My life is great. I'm happily married. I have a great house. I have a great job where I get to do silly video games all day and I make a good living doing it. I make my own schedule. Sure, there's some things about my life I don't like that I wish I had more control over. For the most part, things are great. I've massively improved my life in the last 5 years. I'm actually the healthiest I've ever been since I was in my 20s. So what exactly about it is in my life that you don't like? I see people say comments like, man, I wouldn't want to be DSP. I'd rather work 2 McDonald's jobs. Really? Really? So you're an idiot then. You'd rather work McDonald's than do what I do for a living. Really? Okay. I hope you're doing it and you're having fun then, because you probably are. Let's be honest. That's probably why they say stuff like that. But do you see what I mean? They say shit like that and it's like, what are we talking about? Like, what? Where's your rationality for that? Oh no, well, it's just the cool thing to say that about Phil. But there's no facts behind it. There's no, your line of hate for me, the whole online vitriol tossed towards me, doesn't have a factual basis. If the worst you've got on me is, at one point in my life, I played mobile games and spent money on them, and it was a lot of money, and I asked for contributions too much during a stream, then you really don't have anything on me. You have, what have I done that you would hate me? Exactly. Yet the mob persists. It's every time that I say something, do something, ha! See? He's done it again. Done what? What are you talking about?
Then we have this from Eva Cowboy Fan, which doesn't shock me at all. DSP Gaming, just letting you know, I was diagnosed with autism. And want to ask you what you would think about doing a show with someone who's autistic talking about autism. And DSP said he's going to buy all that stuff for his office on Black Friday. But he also needs to buy other stuff to prop up his other stuff, because all the other stuff will make his background higher, and he wants you to see his crap in the background. And now we get the Monday. It's the big day, day 1 of the new resurgence, as he has an interview with Asmongold. And then remember yesterday, I talked about 220 and how he quote-unquote left. Well, look at that. Look who replied to me. 220 himself. I did leave. There are people more dented than even me. And then DSP was freaking out, because at this point, Asmongold has still not added him as a friend on Discord. and he's freaking out the interview may not happen. And then they started up the interview, the softball, the Quitter in 2.0. The first half was good, with Asmongold being passive aggressive and being sarcastic to DSP. And the second half was DSP pignatizing Asmongold. And during this interview, he said he spent between $15,000 and $25,000, but definitely not over $30,000 on WWE Champions. And we have Otter here pointing out his spending on WWE Champions. March 2023, down from the rafters, not his account under 1K. 2024, he sold the account under 1K. September 2025, at least $50,000. He said this to Wings of Redemption. And today, sold the account at most $25,000 to Asmongold. That doesn't add up there, Phil. And then Asmongold asked DSP, what makes a person a LOLCOW? And DSP says, all the bad stuff they do, and you can call him a LOLCOW if you want, but he's not one, dude.
I mean, you're just talking about the LOLCOW universe.
Well, I didn't want to use that word, but yeah.
But that's, listen, the thing is, I used to be so angry when people called me a LOLCOW, but now I understand. If you're a LOLCOW, it's not because of your choice. It's because people have made you a LOLCOW. Like, they have chosen to try to elicit a kind of reaction from you. They're going to try to get your goat every day on stream. And you're human. You're going to give them that reaction every once in a while. If that's what they want, now you're a LOLCOW. They got the laugh out of you, right?
Right.
So, you could call me a LOLCOW. I don't care. Okay. Really, at this point, it's just,
And Asmongold brings up that DSP asked for money a lot. And he even asked him, how many times a day do you think you mentioned money? And of course, you can see that Asmongold did not do his research on Phil, did not look anything up, believes Phil at face value, lets him lie, doesn't push back. I mean, Phil, he could have brought up any single video of you begging like crazy. But no, of course, Asmongold is one of the laziest streamers out there, you sack of shit.
You ask for money a lot. Like, because like I'll see like there'll be a new video and it'll pop up on my YouTube recommendeds on my smart TV and it will just show up and it's like there's a new one like every day and it's you talking about people like meeting a sub goal. Kick recently there was one about people on Kick that weren't supporting the stream as well, and supporting a stream is giving money. And I feel like it's a very, very common thing. And like, so how many times a day do you think you mention the amount of like people, like something in relation to you receiving money?
It depends. Every time that I receive something, I do a shout out. So you could argue that every single time someone contributes, I'm talking about it.
Well, like whenever you make a call, how often do you make a call to action or draw attention to the fact that you can donate money to your stream? Like what would be like, what do you think your ratio is?
Well, what do you mean? Like just number of mentions? Do you mean the percentage of the actual stream?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean,
because I stream a lot. I stream every day. From around 11:30 a.m. till around 4 p.m. And then I have a second stream that starts around like 6:37 and that goes to like 10. Okay, so you're talking almost 8 hours of streaming a day.
Yeah.
All right. Every morning when I start, I bring it up. I'll say, oh, here's where we are with our goals for the week. And, here's what we're doing today with this and that. And here's how you can contribute. And then, during the course of if I'm doing a podcast or whatever, I might bring it up like halfway through the podcast or near the end of the show. If we're near hitting a goal.
Yeah.
Like, let's say, for example, we're at 100. I got to get my kitty down. He's Jasper, everybody. Jasper.
Oh, there he is.
Right here.
You got little white feet. Yeah. It's fine. So, I don't think they mind it. It's okay.
No, everyone loves a cute animal.
Yeah.
So, but let's say, for example, we're getting close to a goal. Oh, we're at $100 out of the 150 goal for today. I'm going to bring it up. Say, hey, we're there. We're in the home stretch, guys. Hey, please contribute if you like the content, And now the thing is, I also my audience is here every day. I ham it up sometimes. I do it as a joke. I'll like overly go overboard on purpose. And the audience knows it's a joke. But someone who clips it out of context and throws it out there, look what Phil did today.
Yeah.
I can't believe the audience is laughing at it. They're having fun with it. They know I'm not serious. They know that.
So they like that. What you're saying is they like you begging for money.
They think it's funny.
They want. Do you think that they want you to do it?
Do they want me to ask for contributions actively?
Yes.
No.
Oh. Okay.
But they want me to succeed.
Okay.
So you're telling me, Phil, your begging is a joke. Everybody loves it, but at the same time, they don't want you to actively beg all the time. Make that make sense. And also, Phil, I love how it's a joke. When you get the money, you're hitting your goals, but as soon as you don't hit the goal and it's low support, all of a sudden, I'm serious. I want an answer. Why are we not hitting the goals? What's going on? Someone answer right now. That doesn't sound like a joke, Phil. And now DSP is going to explain why he has to beg. Otherwise, people do not give him money. And he's going to pignatize Asmon. He's not going to push back. He's not going to call him out on his lies. He's just going to accept everything that Phil says here.
Here's the question. Your honest answer to this, please.
I'll give you an
okay?
honest answer.
You've seen the clips of how I ask for contributions.
Yeah. I'm not even really sure. So yeah, those are like, but okay, so I guess I was right at least about all of those. And I do think that, I mean, the asking for money thing, definitely you do it a lot. I definitely think you do it a lot. But, you know, it's like that's the way somebody's going to do their stream. I mean, fuck, like, I mean, that's not my problem, right?
Here's the question.
Okay, go
Here's
ahead.
the question. Your honest answer to this, please.
I'll give you an
okay?
honest answer.
You've seen the clips of how I ask for contributions
Yes.
on my streams and everything. I've just told you, in general, more often than not, I actually hit these goals.
Yes.
Okay? So if I have an audience that comes to my stream every day, enjoys the content enough to support it, doesn't mind me asking like that, is there a problem?
Well, I mean, I think that you're introducing a bit of a fallacy there, aren't you? Because there are a lot of people that also don't like it. So you're kind of comparing it to an unknown. So like if you're not doing it and you're not asking for the money, there's not really a control group that you can look at and say, okay, well, with me doing this, I'm making this much money, but if I stop doing it, I would make a different amount of money.
But I already told you that I tried that. I did. I had
for
a
a
day
day,
where I did
right?
not ask, and I made $30.
I mean, would you really say that doing it for a day would be a good point to kind of? I mean, is that really like? I mean, I get it. It's something, right? But like in a general sense, I feel like, and also, I mean, do you think that it's worth the negative sentiment and negativity where people have this perception of you of like being a beggar and like because you're. It's hard to measure the negative effect of that because you don't know how many people choose not to watch because of something like that, right? So it's very hard for you to come, like not you, but like for a person to come to a conclusion with that answer because it's just impossible to know. That's what I would say.
Okay. Now, in regards to what you're saying here, okay, you're saying basically maybe if I didn't ever ask for contributions, I'd actually get more viewers or whatever.
I think
okay,
it would,
I
yeah,
get that.
yeah.
But here's the thing, and this is I've been there. Maybe I know you have detractors too. I just don't know.
Every streamer has detractors. Yeah.
Right. For me, okay, if I right now, cold turkey, said to my audience, guess what, guys? I'm never going to ask for a contribution ever again. All right? And I literally did it, and I never did it. That moment, my detractors would move on to another thing that they don't like about me, and that would become the next meme. And the reason that I know that, they've already done it tons of times over the years.
Like with the wrestling game.
But that was a thing for a big time. It is still a thing. Now, because last year I admitted to it, it's in the past. Now it's the begging. That's the new thing. So now the begging is the problem. But what about all the other streamers who ask for contributions? Oh, well, that's fine. But because DSP does it, it's not good. Right? Just because of me, because I'm doing it. Anyone else can do it, it's fine. You can have entire people who are based on doing things on their streams that you think are immoral or whatever, that's okay. But if DSP asks for contributions from active viewers who like the content, that's not acceptable. So if I were to not do that, it would just be another thing and another thing. And that's the thing. I don't care, and this maybe will be shocking to people, I don't care about people who don't like me.
Understandable. I mean, I'm the same way. I have a lot of people that don't like me, and you've just got to deal with it. Yeah, no, I get it.
I'm not here to appease these people. Because these people are never going to come to my stream and support the content. They don't care. They're just there to either make fun of me or make a buck by making fun of me. So therefore, why do I give a shit what they say? I'm doing good. I'm hitting my goals. I'm doing well for myself. Why do I care that someone says that I beg too much? My audience doesn't. So why do I care? If my audience outright said to me right now, Phil, you're going overboard. This is ridiculous. And they have done that, to be fair.
And did you dial it back?
Yeah, course correct, right? You got to adjust on the fly. You got to listen to that constructive criticism. and you have to adjust. You can't just keep doing the wrong thing, because if I was doing the wrong thing, I wouldn't be successful. But I am. I'm hitting my goals. I'm doing well. Like I said, this is one of the best years, probably the best year in 10 years that I've had. How am I doing something wrong? You know, I'm making do the only way that I can. You know, like we just talked about some other people. We talked about Boogie and Wings.
Yeah.
They found success by actually kind of stepping away from their individual content and doing a whole LOLCOW focused show.
Yeah.
They basically made a public spectacle of themselves. They embarrassed themselves to make money, and it worked. You know, Wings has actually outright said, dude, I made money like a doctor. Now I have money in the bank, so I don't have to worry so much about my normal stream. I don't ever want to do
for
that.
him.
I want to just... Good, exactly.
Yeah.
I had him on the show about a month ago, and I commended him. I said, sir, you need praise for that, because I couldn't do that. I'm the kind of guy, if I was put in that situation, because I was offered to be on that show, I can't. Like, it would drive me nuts. I would hate myself. I would hate the content I'm putting out. And I would...
And of course, when he's talking about interviews, he has to shit all over side-scrollers and how they fucked him over. Even though he said the interview was fair, it was the aftermath that he had an issue with, but it changes based on his narrative.
I don't care if you talk shit about me. I don't. But the thing is, I've had some bad situations with snaking where a couple years ago I was on a podcast. The way that they spun it was, so we're going to have you on this podcast. We're going to interrogate you. And then after that, we're going to have you on as a guest, and we're going to do all kinds of fun stuff. So yeah, initially it might be negative, but then after that, it's going to be positive.
Okay.
They completely reneged on it. After they did it, they basically snaked me, and they turned it into this 3-ring circus, like 3 weeks of content, making fun of me, milking my detractors for money. It was really fucked.
And now DSP's going to say that he wants $300 a day between his 2 streams. And even Asmongold has a weird look on his face thinking, this guy wants $300 a day?
Wait, what's the average that I try to make a stream?
Yeah.
Or what's the average?
What's the average a
every
day?
Stream,
yeah, a day.
I have a
you
goal.
said you do
Each stream that I do, I have a goal of $150, and I stream twice a day.
So you want $300 a day?
I would like that. I don't always get it. I do sometimes, and that's nice when I do.
And then Asmongold asked DSP, why do detractors hate you so much? And DSP couldn't answer it, kept trying to dodge it, saying everything's their fault, they ruined his business, but wouldn't say why detractors hate him. And this is funny, so this is from the second half. And if you know DSP and you've been following him for a long time or even a short time, you know he always says 2025 has been a shit year for games. Everybody's fucking up their games, they don't know how to make a modern game. Well, now Asmongold is going to say, this year is great for games. He has a bunch of games. He loves 2025 gaming year. And of course, DSP the Skinwalker is going to say how he agrees with Asmongold. And why does he do that? So he can get his audience. That is right. He's trying to get the roaches, dude.
So you've played a lot of those games. I think gaming now is amazing. And I never run out of video games to play. Like, anybody who's unhappy with video games nowadays, I think is a retard. Phil, are you retarded? Are you happy with games?
A year ago, I became a PC gamer, so now I have a gaming PC, and I can play anything I want, and I'm loving gaming right now.
Yes.
This is the best. This is, like I said, best year I've had, bar none, in over a decade. I used to be stuck on console because I couldn't afford a good gaming PC.
Oh, wow.
Now I have one, and it's like the whole new world, the doors have opened.
So you've come out of the cave of being like a console caveman. Yeah, no, it makes it. There's a lot of people that are like that, honestly. So
Then the whole topic of DSP saying the N-word came up when he was talking about getting kicked out of the Twitch partner program. And Asmongold, did you actually say the N-word? DSP, no, but it sounded like I did. DSP, you said the N-word multiple times in the past. This is a very interesting answer from DSP because he always says, detractors are illegally making videos about me, they're ripping my raw content, they're streaming about me, should be taken out, it's immoral, it's wrong, it's messed up. And Asmongold says, do you wish detractors would stop making videos about you? DSP, no, it's their right. Asmongold, would you claim the revenue if you could? DSP, yes, but I do not have that ability. Then Asmongold said, I'm going to show you how to take all the money away from the detractors. And DSP also goes on to say that he has no problem with people who make the content about him. It's the people that watch the content that are the issue. So in DSP's scenario here, it's not me he's angry with, It's everybody that's watching this video that he's angry with. Of course, Phil is also a scumbag alien too. And now DSP's gonna cry like a bitch about how, finally, he never gets these opportunities to talk to another human being. And he is grateful, dude.
Do you want to know the truth, man?
Yeah.
Can I drop a little bomb here?
Sure.
I don't get to have these fucking conversations because everyone hates me for no reason. All right? Everyone literally fucking hates my guts. I can't get anyone to have a normal conversation about anything because all they ever want to talk about is WWE champions and e-begging and this drama shit. This is a fun conversation, and I would love to have these kind of conversations. So thank you for allowing me to have a little bit of fun today without just having to talk to my viewers. Having to talk to someone else, another creator, is awesome. It is really a great experience.
And this is the question we've all been asking DSP for a very long time. Is there a number that you can make money-wise that will stop you from begging? And of course, we all know the answer. There is no answer. There is no number. Whenever he hits one goal, he moves on to the other goal. Then the other goal. Then the other goal. Then the other goal. It's an endless cycle of goals. Because this man is greedy. Beyond any greed demon.
So if you were making, let's say, $15,000, is there a, well, let's just say, is there a number that's like, you know, semi-reasonable that you would get to and you would say, okay, I'm now making this much money on my streams. I don't need to ask people for money anymore. Like, is there ever going to be a universe where you stop asking for money?
That's a good question, but okay, let's think of this reasonably, right? Like, cost of living.
Okay, so the answer is no.
Able to be self-sufficient. Okay. No, that's not true. Here's. I've said this before. People have said to me, listen, I know. People.
Then if you remember last week, he said, Megabonk is a stupid meme game. He's not playing it. Don't fucking ask him. He'll ban you on site. So Asmongold suggested he play it, and he said, yes sir, maybe I will. What a cuck. And then the whole topic of the vestry came up, and Asmongold called Phil an e-girl because Phil at one point said, I'm the opposite of an e-girl. Instead of taking clothes off for money, I put clothes on for money. And Asmongold said, well, yeah, that makes you an e-girl because they're there to see if they're going to wear the bikini, just like they're going to be there to see if you wear the vest. So you are an e-girl. And DSP said, yeah, I guess you're right. And now the topic of DSP returning to Twitch. And remember, he said there's no way he would ever, under any circumstances, return to Twitch. But now, he says to Asmongold, there may be a reason he returns to Twitch. Of course, he's just trying to impress his new boyfriend here. Fuck you, Jordy.
See a world where you would ever go back to Twitch? Like, would they have to apologize to you? Like, what do you think it would take?
There is a way that I would go back to Twitch.
Uh-huh.
If Dan Clancy stepped down and there was new management, then I would go back to Twitch.
Wow.
That's about it.
So you want that guy gone?
I have no confidence in the people who are running that business that they're doing the right things or will ever change for the better. Like, take a look at the reaction to what happened to TwitchCon, right? They got they essentially have someone there who really doesn't want to be there, but they say, well, you got to kind of be there for the contract. Where's the security? Where is the attention to care for these people who you're making be there because they're your talent?
Yep.
And then what actually have they done in response to what happened at TwitchCon?
Well, they lied about it.
Apology.
Yeah.
Exactly. First they lied. You're right. They lied and said it didn't happen like that or whatever. Then they doubled up. Oh, no. Then there's an apology. Now, didn't this just happen a day or two ago? We did a $100,000 donation. Yes. Okay, great. But what did you do to solve the problem? Who cares what money you gave? Did you actually change your culture, change the security? I don't care what money you threw because you have big dollars. Fix the fucking problems. Then maybe people will be happy. Why do you avoid the problems? People call them out for this shit all the time, and they don't actually address the problems. So I'm not going to go back.
Then Asmongold decided to look up DSP, not DSP Gaming, on YouTube, and showed all the detractor videos. Said, is this you, Duty? Is this you, Memology? Is this you, Urban Garlic Flavor? And he kept saying, no, see, that proves it. That proves my channel does not come up in the algorithm because all the detractors come up first. First off, you're searching DSP and not DSP Gaming, his actual channel name. That's why he's not coming up. And then he had his decompression stream and he got wailed out from all the Asmongold tourists. All the roaches coming in to see him. And he got hundreds and hundreds of subs on Kick. Of course, we know who that is, 220, under his new sock account. And he hit twice the DSP tries a goal, but says he will not do a second DSP tries until Wednesday because he can't eat fast food 2 days in a row. And he now claims he's 186 pounds. What a load of shit that is. Then of course, he's high on this, just like after his interview of the Kino Casino, the first one. And he says, Craig, to stop being a grifter and go get a real job. And then he also mentioned he plays a couple mobile games now that are not WWE champions. However, he will not say what they are. One of them is probably Street Fighter. Because the trolls will find out and ruin it for him, dude. And then DSP did 5 Guys on his show yet again. And this right here is the reward for his audience.
Yummy.
And look at this absolutely disgusting thumbnail. Returning to 5 Guys after 4.5 years, and he's stuffing that burger in his mouth. That is right, DSP is shoving all the 5 Guy meat in his mouth. Then we have Pot of Greed, who shows 5 Guys that have done Phil. But DSP had a foreshadow here. He says, this week will be good, but then the detractors are going to ruin things again for him. It's almost like he's been through this multiple times. And I can't wait till this falls apart. The resurgence goes away. Everyone makes fun of him. The attendance goes down. The support goes down. And then he tells a story of how he snaked Asmongold and stole his audience and money. And he was on such a high, he's now talking trash about Kino Casino and how they blackmailed him and made him do things he didn't want to do. And not only was he after side-scrollers, not only was he after Kino Casino, he now turns his attention to all the other content creators a year or two ago, like Moist Critical, that laughed at his content and called him a LOLCOW.
Now, I'm going to say this as well. Now, I do feel that a lot of what is happening right now, the positivity, is a result because Asmongold's a really good guy. But I'll be honest with you as well. I feel like years ago, when all the YouTubers started to react to my detractor content and make fun of me, if any single one of them had actually given me the chance that Asmongold just gave me, this would have come earlier. But no one does. Everyone just wants to sit there and laugh, but no one actually wants to talk to the real person. They just want to laugh at the joke or the meme. I mean, this happened a couple years ago with Moist Critical, where he was laughing and making fun of me, basically being like a beggar, saying I'm asking for too much. And I said, you know, all I really want is to talk. If you have an issue with me, let's have a conversation. And he said on his stream, I don't do interviews. Now, I'm not dumping on the guy, but it's like, if you want to sit there and react to someone's content and make fun of them, if then they reach out to you, don't you think you should give them a chance? Just saying. But Asmon was the one to do it, man. He was. Asmon was the one to do it. And, you know, since then, for the record, I did talk to Charlie behind the scenes, and I thanked him and said, thank you for calling me out, because what he did actually really call me out for was pretty bad, what I did. And it actually made me kind of look in the mirror and be like, that was awful, and I shouldn't be like that. I was really bad that night. Like, I was playing a game, I was in a bad mood, the game sucked, the support was low, and I lashed out at the audience like an asshole. And I look back at it now, I'm like, dude, that's like low, what I did. That's like the lowest of the low. I can't act like that anymore. Now, when I'm asking for contributions, usually it's like a joking manner like we just did, and then people like that, you know, they like that vibe.
And then we have Stutter and Craig sarcastically saying, if I only gave Phil a fair shot. And he's claiming on this day, between the interview and his night stream, he made more today than Kino Casino reacts to the RTU doc. Absolute BS too, by the way. And now that he has his quote-unquote new audience, he's telling them, go watch my old gameplay playthroughs on the channel. Catch up on 17 years of content, dude. And now we get to Tuesday, and it's day 1 of the resurgence from the Asmongold interview. And look at that, Phil is already changing everything about him. Remember, he doesn't take sponsorships, he's not a shill, but he put this out on Twitter. Because I stream with Asmongold today, I just got an official invite from Stake, a gambling site, to partner with them and make huge money. Should I take it? And then he puts up a poll, yes or no. And look at that, 71% said yes. Will this happen? Who knows? But how could this go wrong for a guy who's addicted to gambling, gacha games, alcohol, food, and much, much more? And then also says this, good morning everyone. In light of so many of you now checking out DSP Gaming overnight, today I'm going to begin my first stream early. I want to chat about the future, as I have a few ideas to run by you. I'll be live in less than an hour, so stay tuned. Now remember, his regulars have been asking him for years to start early, and he always bans them, calls them mouth droolers, calls them fucking morons. But for the new Asmongold viewers, he'll do it, dude. It's like when he alienated his core audience. Last year when he collabed with Kino Casino, he's doing the same thing right now. And despite him saying he might take the sponsorship from Stake, under the DSP Gaming description he says, no intrusive ads or sponsorships. But then, there was a wet blanket all over this. The fire was put out because apparently, in Washington, it is illegal to do a gambling stream. It is illegal to be partnered with Stake. So the dreams of the gacha gambler have been squashed. And here we have Pestacore, who is a short AI film about DSP's day off in 2025.
Morning, chat! Morning! I can't even get my eyes open and already the timeline is blowing up about Asmongold again. Good for him, right? Rolls out of bed, says 2 words about a mount, boom, hundreds of thousands of views. Must be nice. Meanwhile, I grind 12 hours and people act like I'm robbing them if I ask for a tip. But hey, I'm not bitter. I'm just pointing out the double standard. Now we're still sitting here. No honeymoon or anything. Most couples, they get away, celebrate. But I guess we're just different. I mean, I'm on stream every day trying to keep the lights on. You'd think we could use a break. But hey, who needs a tropical beach when we got cold pancakes, right? I suppose as long as you're happy. I guess if you just sit there with bedhead and mumble about loot boxes, you're a legend, huh? Meanwhile, I try to run an actual show, keep things professional. And I'm the bad guy, makes sense. Dude takes a week off to stare at a wall, people throw money at him. I ask for tips because of bills, and I'm e-begging. Could you maybe not crunch so loud? That's a frame. Hi, this is Phil. I'm calling because my internet keeps dropping while I'm streaming. It's making my job impossible.
Thank you for calling FiberLink support. My name is Priya. May I have the phone number on the account, please?
Sure, it's 203-555-0143. But look, I pay for the gigabit plan, okay? It shouldn't be doing this.
Thank you.
You notice how everybody thinks that guy Asmongold is like some kind of patron saint of streaming? Must be nice to get gift subs by the truckload for playing the same 4 games. If I did that, I'd get roasted alive. But hey, he could do no wrong. Meanwhile, I'm here grinding every single day, paying the bills with my own 2 hands on the wheel. Tastes like cedar. You know that thing isn't food, right? We're here, snort and save. Let's see if they even have the seltzer that was on sale. I doubt it. You know what's funny? Some people just sit around watching videos of other people playing games and the money pours in. I'm grinding every day and people act like I'm the bad guy. Like take Asmongold, right? Million subs just for leaning back and talking over someone else's stream. So apparently Asmongold can just sit there playing the same dungeon every day and people act like he's the messiah. If I even mention the game twice, I'm milking it. Must be nice when you don't have to worry about the electric bill. Meanwhile, I'm over here carrying the weight on level 1, asking politely for a few subs and getting called a beggar. That's paper. I sent someone a perfectly normal message just saying, hey, want to team up sometime? Maybe try that dungeon? 2 weeks go by, nothing, not even a thumbs up. Must be nice to be too important to answer people, huh? It's cool, though. I'm sure he's busy spending all those gifted subs or whatever. Anyway, Jasper still needs his dinner. Salmon recipe. He'll only touch this one now. It's wild. Some guy sits in a messy room, hair sticking up like a scarecrow, mumbles into a $5 mic, and he gets, 70,000 people watching? Everyone calls him authentic. I put in an overlay, keep a schedule, actually try, and I'm the bad guy. I asked for a couple memberships just to cover bills, and suddenly it's a crime.
This shoe's really good, by the way.
Hi, I'm calling about the random charge on my account last night.
Sir, this is Lakshmi from billing support. How may I assist you
I just
today?
told you there's a $25 charge. I didn't buy anything.
Yes, sir. I see a subscription renewal for the premium
Premium
package.
what? I canceled that months ago.
According to our record, the
Okay.
renewal occurred on the 15th
Hold on. Can you, slow down? It's all coming through. Apparently, Asmongold went live again last night. Guy coughs and 20,000 people throw money at him for the privilege. It's wild. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here grinding level 1 every day. If I even mention tips, people act like I'm shaking them down. Dude's got a whole crew editing his clips while he sits back in his hoodie. But sure, I'm the lazy one. People just roll out of bed, flick the camera on, mumble about loot, and suddenly it's the second coming or something. Everybody throws them bits. It's wild. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here every single day putting in the work, but apparently I'm the bad guy. I don't get it. I mean, good for him, I guess. If people like watching a guy eat cold pizza while he talks about purples, hey, more power to them. Just saying, a little appreciation wouldn't hurt. So he just, I guess, didn't want to ask me before ordering extra appetizers, huh? I'm just saying, we still got to pay the utilities, but sure, load up on garlic bread. It's fine. Guess I'm the only one thinking about the budget tonight. No big deal. I love scraping by. Good thing I save every penny of tips or we'd be eating plain rice, but hey, dig in. These things are supposed to be sturdy, you know? One swipe of the sponge and it's like tissue paper. Must be nice being Asmongold. Sit there with 50,000 people watching you chew, not even a camera half the time, and here I am trying to salvage dinner plates made out of cardboard.
They're paper plates, Phil.
Yeah, and we're reusing them. Crash run, get this over with. House smells like leftover wings. These bags are ridiculous. Not my fault the containers take up half the fridge, though. Come on, stay together. Great. Sauce all over the driveway now. Tomorrow's the Asmongold interview. Everyone keeps saying it's going to be huge, life-changing, whatever. I'm starting to get the sweats just thinking about it. What if he asks about tips or the bank leaks? I need this. I'm the king. Finally. Took long enough. Yeah, hey, just so you know, this took like an hour and a half. My wife's inside starving right now. She can't keep waiting like this.
I'm really sorry, sir. Traffic was heavy and the restaurant was backed up.
Well, we rely on you guys to be on time, especially for dinner. Hope it's hot. I guess we'll see. Should still be warm. Kept it in the thermal bag.
Better be. She hasn't eaten all day. I need
Going for it, huh? Must be nice not having to think about how much that roast cost. Meanwhile, I'm over here wondering if tips today even cover the electric. But hey, it's fine. You enjoy yourself. Yeah, no comment. Figures. Triple P probably made more in an hour than I did all night, but sure, I'm the bad guy if I mention it.
Right.
Ack. Good talk. Finally, dinner, right? You know the electric bill showed up today? Huge. Because last week the stream barely hit the tips goal. It's like I have to cover everything myself. People think money grows on trees or something. I mean, I stretch every dollar, but if folks don't step up, the lights go out. It's that simple. And of course, not a single new member today. That's 2 days in a row. Did you see that clip today? That whole stream of his was just him taking shots at me like that's content or something. He sits there with a goofy grin like he's above it all. Meanwhile, I'm the one who gets called every name in the book. Yeah, real classy, Mr. Asmongold. Spend 20 minutes clowning on me while your chat throws money at you. Must be nice.
Finally.
Anything delivery for Phil?
Yeah, that's me. Took a while, didn't it?
Traffic's been rough, but here you go.
My wife's in there starving, man. We ordered forever ago.
Sorry about the delay.
Total comes to $32.76.
Right. Here's 33. Guess that's close enough.
Thank you.
Let's see if
Have
the
a good
food's
night.
even warm. My wife's gonna lose it if it's cold. Oh, this roast costs like $30. Not exactly cheap.
It was on sale, Phil.
Yeah, but still. Tips were kind of slow today. Gotta watch the spending.
You're the one who asked for it.
I'm just saying, if people don't chip in during the stream, we can't keep doing dinners like this. Not my fault. Well, apparently, Mr. Gold is the golden boy now. Everyone's talking about his numbers, the big collabs, like he's some genius. Meanwhile, I was doing this for years, and what do I get? Nothing but grief. It's wild. He says the exact thing I say, and folks throw roses. I say it, I'm the villain. Makes sense, right? I'm not bitter. Ack. So apparently, Mr. Asmongold had a big laugh at my expense again today. I mean, that's fine. It's great content, right? Sit there, watch me play, clip a mistake. Boom! 500,000 views. Wonderful. I'm glad he's paying attention. It really shows the kind of respect the big guys have for the rest of us. Real classy, but you know, it's whatever. I'm just over here grinding, trying to keep the lights on. Hey, huh? You know, I watched that Asmongold guy for a minute while I was eating dinner. Must be nice. He just sits there, watches YouTube videos, chat throws him thousands. Everyone calls him authentic. Meanwhile, when I put in actual work, people act like I'm the villain. It's whatever, though. Good for him, I guess. I mean, reaction content, very challenging stuff. In the morning, and I'm still up staring at this thing waiting for a reply. I sent him a nice message hours ago, not even a thumbs up, nothing. Guess he's too busy swimming in views to even look at it, huh? Maybe he saw it and decided to ignore me, or maybe people are in his ear telling him not to deal with me. I wouldn't be surprised. Whatever, man. I'll just go to sleep. Clearly, I'm not worth the courtesy of a It's 3 a.m. and I'm still staring at this thing like an idiot. He's probably just asleep or something. It's fine, totally fine. I mean, he said he'd ping me later tonight, but oh man, it's getting late. Maybe his schedule changed. Maybe he forgot. Maybe... Nah, he's busy. That's all. We'll be good for 5. He'll tell me in the morning. I just gotta chill. Yeah, positive vibe. Triple P, yeah. Gaming soulmate. Need that money. Really do. Don't blame me. Triple P's gonna fix it. More tips. Duty streams, always making videos, didn't do nothing. Need that money. Duty, you don't get it. Not my fault. Triple P. I call him Triple P Gaming Soulmate. Worski, need that money, I really do.
And now, DSP again, shitting all over his core audience. He's now telling the Asmongold viewers, the new people, that they are now welcome home. That is right, fuck all the core audience. We got this new audience here, dude. Again, exact same thing happened last year, and when the casino arc ended, he had less whales than before.
And I just wanted to kind of open this today and say this. Welcome home to those of you who are down for gaming content, and welcome home to those of you who have been gone for a while and maybe were swayed by what everyone said, and now you're coming back.
And now DSP, feeling the high of getting all that money after the Asmongold interview, now says he's going to abolish goals. That is right. However, he said he will get rid of goals. He will not beg you as long as you keep giving him the same amount of money you gave him yesterday. That is right. $1,000 plus per stream. And even said he is not going to charge alcohol for his marathon. He's just going to drink whenever he wants. I wonder how wrong this could go. Then says people have no reason to bring Cat up. Even though he says, guys, gotta hit the goal, gotta do DSP tries it, otherwise my wife has to cook. Come on, I gotta tell my wife if she has to cook. Come on, guys. It's not fair to my wife to cook. Go fuck yourself, Phil. And also, as Poems Past points out, he released DMs stated Cat had cancer to the public. And now he's gonna claim that detractors do not want to ruin him, do not want to steal from him. They want him to succeed so they can milk him even further. Of course, this is just delusion from Darkside Phil.
The thing with the detractors is they want to bleed me. You understand? If I succeed, they no longer have content. Because if I succeed, they can't make fun of me because everyone likes me and no one watches content making fun of me. See? So what they try to do is create a situation where I don't fail, but I bleed. Therefore, they can collect the blood and they can make content with it on a daily basis. That's literally, like Asmongold brought this up. He says, do you think your detractors actually want you to fail? No, they want me to bleed. They literally want to stand here and draw my blood every day so that they have something to talk about, so they have money. That's the truth. That's what they're doing. That's why they illegally restream me. They're doing it right now. Completely illegal. You cannot restream me. That is illegal. I could have you completely shut down with a lawsuit and I could sue you into oblivion if I so chose. But, you know, this is the problem with the way that YouTube works. They don't do anything about it. I'm not a rich man who can sue them. You know? Okay.
And despite it being 24 hours removed from the interview, from all that money, $3,000 in a day. Look at that. We're back to 274 people watching him. After over 800 people watched him yesterday, he's back down to 274 people watching. And now we have a sneak peek of the next AI film.
CEO of Bedco, right? People think it's all about profits, margins, the usual Wall Street jargon. Wrong. It's about tips. Tips are the lifeblood, the liquidity. Without them, the whole machine stalls. Every day the market opens and I'm out here with my hand extended, because who moves faster than cash in a jar? Nobody. People talk about greed, but they don't understand begging. Begging, for lack of a better word, is good. Begging is right. Begging works. It clarifies, cuts through, gives people a reason to feel generous. I built Bedco on that truth. We don't sell widgets. We sell need.
Then someone asked DSP what he looks for when he buys a car, and DSP says he just wants a car that doesn't jerk him around. A very poor choice of words right there, DSP. And now DSP's gonna go on a rant and say how he never had a resurgence last year, but this year it's a real resurgence. People like him now for real. Despite, you know, him saying last year how he was back, everything was going good, the sky's the limit. He has the biggest comeback in YouTube history.
Nuke with a $10 super chat says, we're entering a new renaissance. You deserve this, bro. Have a great stream. Thank you. So here's the difference, because already, you know, my detractors are saying things like, so what is this, the yearly resurgence? Every year you're going to have a resurgence? Well, no, last year really wasn't a resurgence. Last year was me doing drama content with drama content creators, getting a boost from the drama crowd, then immediately saying, I don't want to do drama anymore, and it went away. You see, that wasn't a resurgence. That was, hey, maybe Phil will do drama now and enter a whole new crowd. And then I didn't. Now, the people that are here tonight are here to watch gameplay, right? You're all here to watch me suck in Call of Duty, or maybe get better, but probably suck, right? That's what you're here for. You're in the right place. You're here to see gaming. You're that crowd, right? So I hope that you guys are here to chill because that's what it's about, you know? What you're doing to support my content right now. And I'm now getting comments, no exaggeration, I'm getting comments on my videos. So, Phil, I came to your channel because I actually searched for DSP Gaming and you're showing up #1 in search now. I haven't shown #1 up in search under DSP or DSP Gaming in 10 years. My detractors have been using tags of my name and shit to get ahead of me for 10 years. Now, my content is actually showing up in search above everyone else's when you search for DSP or DSP Gaming. I'm back. Really. Like, this is the beginning of a comeback. One of the biggest comebacks, I think, in YouTube history. I used to be one of the most prominent gaming YouTubers, and now you can actually find my content again. I know it's going to take work, because it's going to be not only me plugging away at my own stuff, but doing collabs, doing this big react to my documentary, which everyone's going to want to see my react to it, right? So I know it's going to be hard. It's going to be tough, but I'm up to it. These next few months, I'm going to work my ass off for you guys. And as long as you just keep doing what you're doing, liking the videos, leaving comments, supporting the streams, spreading the word, the sky's the limit. I could be back in a big way. Let's see what happens this coming week. Okay, guys? So thank you all.
And DSP's story keeps changing about mobile games. 3 weeks ago, he said he played one mobile game. 2 weeks ago, he said he played a couple. Now he says he plays a few of them when he's on the toilet or with his wife. So basically all the time. Then we have $10 from the Hat Man. Yo, I have an idea for a nickname for us Asmon noobs in place of roaches, since you don't like that one much. Baldies. And now DSP's going to go on a delusional rant how he never gave a name to his audience, aka the Hate Army. He's going to say it was made up. He's going to say he's not like other content creators who named their audience. He never did that, never happened. Even though he called his audience the Hate Army, even asking them to watch and support Project 7.
You guys may not know this. I've been around for 17 years. I have never called my fan base any kind of general term. And the reason is, #1, because I always felt like if I called you guys a general term, that means that I'm kind of depersonalizing you. I'm almost dehumanizing you. I'm treating you more as like a group than individuals. And I feel like people who watch my content are independents, intelligent people who should be respected and talked to like real people rather than like, oh, a group mob mentality. So I have to call you the Angry Army or the Bro Fist Army or whatever. Like, I never liked that. I never liked that idea of doing it. And then #2, if you call your fans or viewers anything, immediately what happens is someone turns it into a negative somehow. They'll find a way to spin it and say, oh, it's a toxic but negative thing. Here's how. You know what I mean? So I've never done that. I've always just said, hey, my viewers, my fans, my supporters, whatever. That's what I've said, just very general terms. Here's the truth. For all these years, detractors tried to say that my followers were the Hate Army. And I said, no, I'm not about hate. It's a misnomer. I would never call my followers the Hate Army, right? You want to know who the Hate Army is? My detractors. I'm going to start calling them the Hate Army from now on. The detractors are the Hate Army. And they are crying right now. They are sad. They are, oh, Phil had a good day, but all he did was put on fucking soundproofing on his wall. Look how good it looks now. And he got paid to do it. The Hate Army can't take it. They can't. They're sitting there in their little bunkers. They got little hats on. You ever saw those little army movies like General Patton? His little hats on. They put on their little army hats and they have little flags. Go, Hate Army, go. Let's hate on Darkseid Phil. Oh, come on, let's go. Oh, that's what they do. They just sit there, little losers. They're saying, what is this? Please respond to their comments and explain. It's a gaming comedy web series. It's something really cool that's been going on. Lots of great effects. Going to different gaming worlds. It actually makes more sense when you watch the series itself. We think that as long as we can send the fans over there to explain, I think it's going to be good. So I'm calling upon the Hate Army. I rarely do this, but I need you guys definitely to help us out with this endeavor. We want the trailer to do well. We want the series to do well on Machinima, and it's going to take your help. So please, Sunday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, head on over there, Machinima Respawn. Check out the trailer, okay? I'll be reminding everyone all week. I'm sure I'm going to have a reminder, later in the week so everyone remembers that this is going to happen. Please check it out. Thanks a lot. See you then.
And DSP was on his best behavior for Call of Duty. He kept dying and saying, "Oh, I guess that's my fault. I died because of what I did." But it wouldn't be long before the mask slipped yet again, and he starts blaming the game, the devs, and it was all within a matter of minutes. Then we have this super chat. "Hey DSP, saw the conversation you had with the Roach King. +1 sub from me. You seem like a chill dude and based as heck. Good luck with Black Ops 7, brother." This reminds me a lot of, I've been a fan since Heavy Rain. And now that he has his new audience, which is still dwindling 24 hours after the interview, he is now ignoring all Jade's messages, refusing to answer him, refusing to acknowledge him. Same thing he did to his core audience last year during Kino Casino. And then we have this image here of a Dent hugging Phil and saying, "I love you, Darkside Phil." And then Phil picks him up, drinks their blood, and throws them away. Then we have another $5 super chat. "Been a fan since Fallout 3. I'm rooting for the Resurgence King. Keep up the positivity regardless of what happens, and the good fortune will come." And he says he's not begging anymore, he abolished the goals, but he's now telling people if you give him money, he'll put you on the leaderboard.
You do 500 or more kicks, you get stuck to the leaderboard, and I can see it. But it only happens if it's 500 or more. Anything below I can't see, so I might miss it. But if it's 500 or more, I'll see it stuck there, and I can give you a
And now, let's see how the gameplay went for DSP in Call of Duty Black Ops 7.
I just wanted to fire straight at that person. And it didn't. Wow. Wow.
Black Ops took the lead. Do not let them keep it. Taking A.
What's the
Hostile
point?
Counter UAV above.
What's the
Hostile
point of
UAV
playing?
established above.
Seriously, what's the point of playing? Let's do a couple matches of Silly Nuketown to end the night. We've had a good night. Overall, we've had a good night. I made some progress with the sniper. I got some silly kill streaks with the knife. So I had fun. Actually, I'm legit not like upset tonight. Some nights when I play this, I get very upset. Tonight, I'm not upset at all, actually. So, good stuff.
And despite DSP saying Megabonk is a meme game, meme streamers played it, and that's the only reason it's popular, he's now saying, because everyone's been saying how great it is, and he wants to try it out with his new supportive audience. Now let's look at his comments just a couple weeks earlier.
Sorry. I'm sorry, but I looked at Megabonk. It's just another one of these flash in the pan viral games that some streamer played, and then another streamer played. If it wasn't for a streamer playing it, no one would have ever known what Megabonk was or cared. Whatever.
And DSP still feeling the high just like last year. He puts this on Twitter. "I want to make it known, I'm open to considering collabs, guest appearances, and the like for those who love gaming. Talking with Asmongold for 30 minutes about games was literally the most fun convo I've had on the internet. My DMs are open, which they're not. So strike while the iron is hot. That is right, come to me if you want me to collab. I am the king, I above everyone else. Everyone has to come to me, dude." And now we get to Wednesday, day 2 of the resurgence after the Asmongold interview. And he puts this video out. Special update, everything has changed. And he talks about how the internet loves him, he has new support, he has a new audience, he had like 8,000 people subscribe to his channel. However, you're going to see later on in the video that they are not watching his gameplay, that is for sure. And he put this on Twitter. "My first stream is live. Join me for a very positive podcast discussing my newfound growth and positive changes for the future. Then stick around for Super Mario Galaxy 2 fun as I continue my first ever playthrough of the game." And look at this. All those 8,000 people that subscribe to his channel, but he has less views on his gameplay videos. But remember, he said, "Welcome home to people that like gaming." And then the Asmon viewers already telling DSP what to do, as they're now asking him to watch clips and react to them, just like Asmon does. And I pointed this out, we had that. It was called DSP versus the internet. And what is the very first thing DSP talks about on his pre-stream? That is right, to the new viewers, the new audience, the roaches, he talks about the trolls and why they are so bad and they steal from him, dude.
Okay, for the record, how did it come to be? Well, Asmongold had started reacting to my content more regularly. Previously, he had very sporadically watched my detractors' videos, and he would comment on them on his show. He has 4.5 million subs on YouTube, When he streams, he gets like 40,000 viewers. Okay, no lie. He's that popular. And that's just on Twitch. I think he also has a few thousand viewers or more on Kick. So this guy's bringing in like 50K views when he goes live, all right? That's a lot of eyes on my detractor's content. And after hearing a couple times that he'd been watching it, I was like, I'm upset because what happens is that it's different for me than other people. And allow me to explain. When Asmongold reacts to any other content creator, whether it's positive or negative, what undoubtedly happens is people flock to their content. I want to check out their content now. Are they good? Are they bad? And then their channel or their stream or whatever it is they're doing gets a boost in attention. Boom, giant spike, huge boost in attention. So even if Asmongold was saying something negative about them, they get a view spike, they make some extra money. They're like, I got the rub. Not a big deal. I actually heard, I don't know if this is true, there was someone who he had talked about, and because of their interaction, they gained 200,000 subscribers just based on that interaction. I don't know if that's true or not. That's what someone told me, okay? So that's insane, right? That's amazing. Holy shit. You work with Asmongold, you get the rub, right? But here's the difference between me and everybody else. Everyone else, you can find them. You know, Asmongold name drops this guy, that girl. You can go find them, and you can watch their content. You can't find me on the internet. Why? Because I am buried under a pile of toxic garbage. People who have stolen my content for nearly a decade now, illegally restreaming it, illegally ripping it and putting it up on their own channels before I even have a chance to, because I'm still on my own live stream. Right now, as I'm broadcasting this, there's people who are stealing the content immediately. They are not doing anything transformative. They are not doing anything protected under fair use law. They are outright stealing. Then they post up that content with hashtag DSP, hashtag DSPGAMING, hashtag DarkSidePhil. They title it like that. So when people go to the YouTube algorithm and they say, I wonder what DSP is up to today because Asmongold talked about him, and you type in DSP, all you get are detractor videos and detractor channels. So they literally steal all of my attention, good or bad. Even if it's a good day, someone says something good about me, I don't benefit from it. There was a time a few weeks ago, someone was positively highlighting my take on AI and how AI should be used in the future. My take was AI should be used to basically take care of the menial tasks and boring things that we shouldn't be doing so we have time to do creative things. So for example, AI should wash your dishes. AI should do the laundry. AI should not be making music. AI should not be drawing art because those are the artistic and creative and things that people want humans to do because that's meaningful. That's what we want more time to do. Have the AI do the things we don't want to do so we have time to do the meaningful things, right? So that take was put all over the internet. People were like, oh, it's a good take. Guess how much attention I actually got for it? Because all that happened is everyone typed in, oh, DSP's take, and went right to detractors. Okay? So when Asmongold was talking about me for the last few weeks, I said, this is not going to help at all. So what I need to do is I need to take action. So slowly but surely, I started reacting to Asmongold's takes on my streams. Basically, people would say, he said this about you, he said this about you, and then I would respond to it, whether I was on a driving sim stream, having a few drinks, or just casually mentioning it in a podcast. He started reacting back to my reactions. All right? So since I saw he was basically biting, he's interested. I said, how can I actually get this guy's attention? I'm not going to get his attention by just talking in my own content, because all he's going to do is react to my detractors again. Literally, I'll get nothing out of it. So I said, I know what I'll do. I'll be an asshole.
And again, DSP's going to explain. He will not beg anymore. He will not do goals as long as you give him money. That is right. The beggar is saying, I will not harass you. I will not guilt trip you. I will not beg you as long as you give me money. Otherwise, I'm going to start begging you and guilt tripping you.
As long as you guys are here and you are supporting my content and you are engaging with the content and we are having a great time together, I don't need to. I didn't ever have to until the trolls destroyed this channel. So as long as you guys are here to help to fix that, I don't need to do those things that no one likes. All those things that my trolls have issue with, I don't have to do anymore. Because you're here. You found me. We did it. So we're good. We can just chill and have fun every day. Enjoy games, enjoy each other's company. This is what it's all about. This is all I ever wanted. I never wanted to sit here and beg. Do you think I woke up in the morning and said, man, I just can't wait to start asking for money today? No, I hate it. I literally fucking hate doing it. So now I could just be me instead of some kind of a fucking shill doing schmoozing and saying, oh, hit the goal.
Now keep in mind, during the interview of Asmongold, he said it was all a joke. His audience wanted him to beg. And it was something funny that he would do, and everyone laughed at it. Everybody was in on it. But now, it's something horrible and he doesn't want to do it. Funny how things change when money's involved with DSP. Then we have this comment in chat. The longer this goes, the more the LOLCOW is starting to show. And of course, when DSP put out that he wanted to collab with people, Mad TV on Kick, who DSP always hosted, is crying because he wants to play Call of Duty with Phil, but he won't answer him. What a bitch, what a cuck. And DSP knows the Asmon rub is wearing off already 48 hours later. And we see DSP in his Wolverine costume, looking at a picture of Asmon, crying, probably jerking off after. And we have this from one of the new Asmongold viewers. You've got a lot of goodwill right now. Just focus on gaming and gaming content. Don't over-explain the detractor/hidden channel stuff. Keep shoutouts short and sweet, unless very generous. Stop talking about how many subs you have. And now DSP is going to explain how he has 2 different chats, with 2 different feelings to the chats. And how YouTube is safe, nice, fun, and positive. And how Kick is very, very toxic and will harass people, dude.
But you may notice something when it comes to the chats. And I just want to make this clear. I have 2 chat rooms. One is on my YouTube channel, DSP Gaming on YouTube, and one is on my channel, DSP Gaming Real on Kick. I'm not kidding you if I tell you in the last 48 hours, I've had a whole bunch of newcomers come to my channels and start watching and said, Bill, there's a weird difference between the chats. The YouTube chat seems to be really positive. Like everyone there seems to actually like be a fan of you and they talk positively and it's like a hangout session. But then when I go to the Kick chat, it seems like at least half the people there are saying negative things, toxic things, nasty things. They're saying sarcastic remarks about you. And I don't understand the difference, okay? I guess I should explain the difference, all right? I've been a full-time YouTuber since 2011, okay? DSP Gaming existed since 2010, before I even had it as a job. This channel has existed for over 15 years, and this is my long-standing place where I do gameplay content every day, where I stream every day. That's where the true fan base lies. I have only been live streaming on Kick for a year. And quite honestly, I started live streaming on Kick as a result of doing a big collaboration last year with some drama farmers called Kino Casino. When I started working with them and I started streaming on Kick, a lot of their viewership started watching me there. Well, I cut off that collaboration early this year when it went toxic. They were trying to drag me down into this real awful place and have me be stuck making all kinds of drama content I didn't want to make. So I cut the cord, and they don't like that, so now they hate me. Their fan base is kind of mixed. A lot of their fan base, they don't necessarily hate me. They like to hate watch me, so they stick around. And so what you're going to notice is in the Kick chat room, a lot of the people in there are hold-offs from the Kino Casino days, and they're there saying toxic things, doing toxic things. And you might say, well, then why do you keep them around? Well, it's because, number one, I get paid for their attendance because I'm in the KCIP program. So every view I get on Kick, I get paid for. And number two, Kick actually pays generously. Any contributions I get through Kick, like subs or kicks, it's very lucrative. So even though I understand that they're kind of like the negative peanut gallery who say crap about me every day, that's why they're there, and that's why I tolerate it, all right? Maybe one day I won't, but right now, hey, just like I had with that discussion with Asmongold on Monday, it's paying us both well. Why on earth would I stop streaming there, right? Now, I'm not going to sit here and constantly moderate that chat and say, how dare you say negative things? Let them, because then that's the place for it. It keeps them over there, and it lets us focus on the YouTube side, right, and be positive. But the thing is, I'm not saying they're all negatives. A lot of them are. In fact, most of those people are on sock accounts because they've already been banned multiple times. But it is what it is. All right. So I just wanted to explain that because there's many newcomers to the content and they're looking at it like, why does he have the 2 chats and how could they be so different from what's happening on the YouTube side? That's exactly why. Okay. All right.
And then DSP got his food. The Five Nights at Freddy's collab with Popeyes. And he looks so scared. Like Cat's gonna bust in the room and start stealing his food, dude. And of course, with every DSP tries it, we get the weird faces from the scumbag alien. And this right here, guys, is the quality that DSP does for DSP Tries It on DSP Gaming.
It's solid. Like, what do I do with it? Can I push it out? Oh, ew, oh, it smells. Oh, it smells. What the hell is in that? Oh, it smells, man. I'm not making this up. It stinks. Ooh. It's like really pungent. Oh, it's like, I can't even put my finger on it. It's not raspberry. It's not strawberry. Look at the bottom of that. It's like goo. It's like liquid goo. See how it's like shining? Oh, look at that. Oh. This is supposed to be food. They're selling this at the store. You're supposed to eat this as a dessert. Cherry? No, I don't know. It's just like sweet and it has like a hint of fruit, but I have no idea what that's supposed to be. So now I can tell you what it is. It's a tiny cake. Do you see? It's like an itty bitty cake. Okay. It's basically looks like almost like a cupcake. And what they did is they frosted it with this pink stuff, but it's also all through like the cake on the edges and everything.
And of course, he had to make clown faces, but he's not a children's entertainer. He does not make these faces to attract children, like other content creators. And this is a representation of what it really looks like when Phil does DSP Tries It in his high chair. And if you think that was bad, now DSP is going to eat a cupcake with a straw, not in the way you think he's going to eat it. He does not put it inside of it, pick it up and eat it with his mouth. He does something even more dumb, even by DSP standards.
Cake. There we go. Now we take it out. All right, so I'm going to taste this. And let's see what this tastes like. You ready? Ready? Are you ready for the absolutely delicious Five Nights at Freddy's strawberry cupcake? Oh, man, I've been waiting all year for this. Let me tell you. Can we get a drum roll for this, actually? Hold on. Okay. Ready? Here we go.
And we have this in chat. Bro, please stop this food thing. It's unbearable. Go back to gaming. And of course, he has to ham it up, clown it up. He put this as the title of his DSP Tries It. This meal is terrifying. Popeyes, Five Nights at Freddy, disaster. Then on the night stream, DSP was complaining he was having stomach issues from eating fast food earlier. And of course, DSP's flying monkeys, trying to take down the detractors in DSP's name. And we have this in chat. F detractors. Spent a good 45 minutes this morning mass reporting channels. Though YouTube has never once done anything in relation to me reporting people, but felt a need to lend a hand. And then with all the new people here, DSP put this out, the Positivity Show, channel tour, and new future plans. 155 views, by the way. And look at that, those 8K people that sub to him, he has 216 people watching the night stream. Then goes on to say he's making content for a totally new audience. Again, fuck you, core audience on DSP Gaming. And now, DSP is going to go off about the Keto Casino viewers in Kick Chat and say he's going to respond to a message. The new Asmongold viewers don't want to go to Kick because they're toxic and they're harassing them, dude.
Oh, by the way, I have something that I need to publicly say right now. Because actually, I saw a comment on a video and I need to address it, okay? I'm actually going to pause the recording right now because it has nothing to do with the playthrough. I need to say this publicly right now and get it off my chest. And then people need to listen up because it's important. So as everyone knows, we have newcomers that are coming to the streams. They're hanging out. They're chilling. They're having a good time. I've gotten a couple different comments now stating that people are trying to watch on Kick and that the Kick audience over there is being maliciously negative, saying things like, you're not supporting enough, you need to support more. And they're actually getting turned off, saying, you're not saying it, Phil, but these people are, and it's not a friendly environment, therefore I don't want to watch on Kick. No, you're not allowed to say that. And if you do, I'm about to ban your ass, and if you come back with a sock account, I'm also going to ban your ass again until I ban you into fucking oblivion. It is not your place to say toxic things to newcomers. If people want to contribute, they can. If I choose to ask for contributions on my own stream, that's my prerogative, not yours. If I see it, it's an instant ban. I'm done with you. Because you are toxic holdovers from two fucking dumbass mouth-drooling drama queen monkeys who don't add anything to this fucking planet, Kino Casino, And I don't want you ruining an opportunity for newcomers to come find my content because you're pissed that I don't like them. Fuck you. So I want you out of my chat. If you're going to act like that, go right now and never come back. Because if I see it, it's an instant fucking ban. Okay? And if you don't believe me, test me and see what happens. Okay.
And of course, it wasn't a comment on a video, it was this in chat. Big Jim real, support the king or leave. What a shock, DSP lying again. And dude, look at the resurgence, look at all the people in chat for DSP. Man, how can he keep up with this chat here, Phil? And to show you that the resurgence is already fallen off. November 25th, 27 minutes to hit the goal. November 26th, 1 hour and 11 minutes to hit the goal. November 25th, he made $392. November 26th, $185. I didn't expect it to fall off this fast. And look at that resurgence. 78 views in an hour, 74 views in 1 hour. If you notice, the titling of it, terrible at a children's game, he's trying to get people that watch detractor content about him to watch his videos, so he goes up in the algorithm. The problem is, nobody wants to watch your shit, Phil. And you always want people to laugh with you and not at you. And that's why you're gonna fail. And now, we get to Thursday, American Thanksgiving, according to DSP. If you're wondering how dumb the Asmongold viewers are, and if they're dumb enough to fall for the pignosis, let's look at the Roach King himself, as he loses his phone, and he searches for it, and you'll never guess where he finds it.
Let's be right, let's be...
Just give me 1 second, I dropped my phone. How the fuck can I drop my phone and... Oh, it's right there. No, that's not it. How do I drop my phone and I can't find it? It's literally on the floor. It's on the floor. I can't find this fucking thing. This is crazy. It's crazy. It actually disappeared, bro. Where the hell? Where'd it go? Like I feel like I'm Gollum in the ring, bro. Like shit. How do I lose something? It's literally right there. I cannot fucking find it. God damn it. Oh my god. I'm actually a retard. I'm literally retarded. This is crazy. This is... I have no idea where it is. How did this happen? How could this happen to me? I drop it and it's just... There's shit everywhere in this fucking room. I think it's gone, guys. I think it's gone. Well, we had a good run. I mean, I had that phone for a long time, but now it's gone. Wow. Time to clean again? Honestly, guys, I probably should. This is like, because I'm looking at this, and this is such an unmitigated fucking mess. It's crazy how bad this is. I don't even know how it happens. I went to the back room. Yes, I know. And this is nuts. Yeah, what is it here? And try what was it? Update articles? I know. We're gonna look at that in a minute. Sorry, I'm just looking around here. I'm like, how does something like this happen to me? How does... This is crazy. Is it... No? Oh my god. It's on here. Hey, Mike.
Hey, I was just trying to help you find it.
Thanks, buddy. Really appreciate it, man. All right, yeah, I found it. It's in my fucking pocket, bro. Yeah, see you, man. You all right? Yeah, my cousin Mike called me. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it, man. Oh my fucking god.
Then DSP starts off the pre-stream with a question. Do people in the UK even celebrate Thanksgiving? Then the topic of vegans came up, because people said, oh, are you going to try some tofu? And DSP said, tofu is gross, why would you eat that? He then said he doesn't understand how vegans don't want to kill and eat animals, but will kill plants and eat them because the plants are sentient. And DSP is still delusional about his workouts, and it's hit a point where it's comically over the top and absolutely ridiculous.
I didn't work out on Tuesday either. So what happens is I'm in a routine where I work out 5 days a week, and my body was craving exercise, and it was like, why aren't you exercising? It actually was upset with me. My body was upset with me for not working out. So then last night I actually worked out, and I felt really good. After I was like, oh man, now my body is like actually happy and rewarding that I'm working out again. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. They think that like working out is hard work. I'm not saying it isn't. It is. But once you get into a routine and you're used to doing it, your body actually craves it. The trick is getting into that routine. Like I've been doing it now for many months. And so my body likes it. At first it didn't. It was hard work. It was sore all the time, pain. But now that I've been doing it for many months, it's happy to do it and wants more. So I feel good this morning. I feel energized. I feel, pumped. I feel good. And it's a good thing to having your routine.
Then, of course, the sickos are out in force. Remove the shirt, Phil. Give the fans what they desire. Then he went on to say how Kat is going to make homemade green bean casserole and mashed potatoes. And then roast the turkey, and everything else will be stovetop, instant-made stuff. It's weird because this is the first year his mom has not sent the QVC stuff. It's almost like she's not around anymore. And it's going to be instant stuff, every single thing. Green bean casserole, mashed potatoes, the turkey, the sides. It's all going to be frozen food that his wife reheats in the microwave, probably fucks it up too, and then he's going to complain that she fucked it up. And then DSP went on a huge rant saying how the detractors are a criminal gang and there needs to be a cyber police to stop them. And he went on to talk about how in the UK they have the police come to your house if you're saying bad stuff online, and he wants that in the States. Phil, I got a news flash for you. If people were policing things online in the States, guess who the first person they would go to? The guy who told people to eat shit out of his fucking ass and commit Minecraft. But then he took it further and compared all his trolls to mass shooters. Remember, this is part of his Thanksgiving speech about what he's grateful for. And despite getting over $5,000 for the week since the Asmongold interview, despite him saying he's not broke, he's rich, he's now worried his card won't clear. He's worried he won't get paid by Kick. And he's worried he won't be able to buy all the stuff on Black Friday. That is right. Every single time he gets money, he never keeps money, he spends money.
Going on Amazon and essentially seeing what are the Black Friday deals that they have. Do they have good gaming monitors on sale? Do they have a desk? Do they have a chair? Do they have speakers? The other things I would need, like HDMI cables, the mat for under the chair. Can I maybe order a whole bunch of stuff? A controller, a new Lego build, right? Can we do that tomorrow? The answer may be yes, it may be no. It depends on what we find. Also, to be transparent with all of you, okay? So I'm on Kick, and Kick actually pays me once a week, which is awesome. I mean, you name another online, place that you stream, they pay you once a week. Kick is crazy good in that regard. They're supposed to pay me today, but it's Thanksgiving, and they're not paying me. Like right now, the money isn't coming through. So, all this great stuff that's happened this week is amazing, but I don't really have any of it yet because I have to get paid. YouTube won't pay me till next month. Yeah, and Kick hasn't paid yet. So what I'm hoping is that Kick is actually going to pay tomorrow rather than today, because it would have been today. But being that today is an American holiday, I think that the banks and everything would be closed anyway. So I'm hoping that tomorrow we're back to business as usual. And really? Is that true? Because I don't believe you because you're a troll. I don't even know why I listened to that. I shouldn't have listened to that because that's a troll talking. Yeah, so I'm hoping that they will pay. And therefore, if they do, tomorrow I'm good. I can literally order whatever I want. I can order everything at once if I want. But if they don't pay, then sadly, I might have to wait, which sucks. Like, I might be able to get like 1 or 2 things, but I you know, all this great support you guys gave me during the week, I don't have it yet. So it sucks that like I might have to wait and hold off to actually do some of it. I don't want to, but I mean, I have to have the funds to spend the funds. You know what I'm saying? So, but we'll see. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Okay? And we'll go from there.
And despite DSP saying, there's no podcast today, we're gonna jump right into Pokemon, get some gameplay in. He spent 2 hours just doing a chill with Phil, waiting for the money to come in, and refused to play the game. And even went further time-wise than a usual pre-stream. And of course on Thanksgiving, he has to have another rant about the FGC. DSP claims he stopped hating on the FGC after he left it. Phil, every 2 weeks you have a rant about how they're shills, they're sheep, they suck balls, they do whatever they can for money. Even that Marvel fighting game that's coming out, you were calling them ball suckers, and that you should have been part of it. And remember, he's not begging, but he's reminding people, if you give him $20, you can name a Pokemon. And also, the other thing I don't understand is, he says he took off the goals, but left the leaderboard so people get recognition for when they support. You know, top sub, top memberships, top super chat, top tip. But Phil, answer this. Why do you have a total amount of money you've made on the stream on your leaderboard then? Because that's not for them. That's for you, according to your own words, to gauge how the stream is going. And this is hilarious, so even DSP's neighbors know what a weirdo he is. Imagine being a neighbor of this guy and yelling, and hearing him yell about Street Fighter, and eating shit out of his ass.
You know, Jasper doesn't make noise. We don't make noise. The most noise you hear is me talking on a microphone when I'm playing a video game. Like, that's the noise we make in the house. We're quiet. Super quiet. Once I asked my neighbors, I said, do you ever hear me? And the only time we hear you is if it's like the window's open and we're standing in the street in front of your house and you happen to be getting angry at a game or whatever, we can hear your voice echoing out of your window. But that's literally the only time anyone can ever hear me like making noise in here. And now I have these blackout curtains, so probably that blocks a lot of the noise too. Like, I doubt that they even hear me that much because this is blocking the audio. They heard the spoon rant for sure. There you go. Jade, everything's been good, man. Everything has been absolutely good.
And of course, for all the new viewers, he has to go clown mode. But remember guys, he's not a children's entertainer. He doesn't make all those noises, those faces, except when he does, dude.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. That's one way to do it. Turkeys for everyone. Look how good this cutscene looks. It's so much better than the in-game graphics. It's ridiculous. Look, this pre-rendered scene. It's like 10 times more detail. La 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 la.
And some more stats on DSP. So on November 26th, he reached his goal, which is not a goal by the way, in 17 minutes on the early stream. November 27th, Thanksgiving, it took him an hour and 5 minutes to hit the goal. Total tip income, November 26th, $637. November 27th, Thanksgiving, $394. That resurgence, going strong, dude. And I also pointed this out, it's actually worse because 102 of the 394 came from just one person. And now DSP is gonna thank God for giving him a second chance and giving him money. And you can take this rant And look at his Thanksgiving rant from last year. It's almost exactly the same, word for word, script for script. The only thing that changes is Kino Casino viewers get changed to Asmongold viewers.
Lastly, I want to thank God for giving me a second chance, because I was down in my luck and down in the dumps for a while, and I've been on the up and up for the last year and a half, and now this happening has just been like the crazy boost and icing on the cake that was already good. And now it's like, are you kidding? It's kind of like 10 years of bad things happening, and now all of a sudden in the last 1 or 2 years, so many good things happening. A lot of people call it karma, but I was raised Roman Catholic, so I just got to say thank you, God, for this, because I never expected it. I thought that for the rest of my life, I was just going to be the whipping boy of the internet. I was just going to be the guy that was talked down to and was the butt of the joke, and that no one wanted to watch my content or take it seriously. And within a few days, all of that has changed.
And then DSP made a separate video saying what he's most thankful for. And spoilers, it's money and buying stuff. What a shock. However, one thing that he does spend his money on that he's definitely grateful for is WWE Champions. And look at that, in the top 100 yet again, down from the rafters. Amazing how he gets $5,000 this week, and all of a sudden, he moves up in the ranks yet again. And now, let's see how the week ended for DSP as he does his Black Friday marathon. And he says in chat before the stream, "Good morning everyone, so I have a good idea. Today, we should check out these random indie games people keep suggesting, like Where Winds Meet or Mega Bonk. Perfect day for it." He only played one of those two. And now DSP is gonna low-key admit that every single marathon he's done in the past was to raise funds. Yes, that is right. Every single marathon up to this point was all about fundraising.
This is the first marathon in ages that it's about having fun, not fundraising. Get it? Fun, not fundraising. That's cool.
And now he's gonna say that his core audience didn't care that he begged for money. It was the detractors that cared. So Phil, if your core audience didn't have a problem with it, why did you stop doing it then? Wouldn't that, in essence, give the detractors a win?
Success is fleeting. It doesn't last forever, right? And quite frankly, my core audience didn't care about me asking for contributions. Seriously, they didn't have a problem with it. My core audience, who's been with me through thick and thin, didn't care. It was only my detractors / people who watch detractor content who seemed to have issue. But they weren't viewers of mine, right? So why did I really care? And the answer is I didn't. You know, that's how I made do for a long time. You know, having goals, asking for contributions, nobody cared. So why do I,
And now DSP, the consumer that he is, says he can buy top of the line $1,000 monitors if he wants because he has the money, despite him saying a day ago he doesn't know if he has the funds to do it. But he hates when people call him poor, so he's gonna show them that he's not poor by spending money, dude.
And if I get top of the line, I can buy top of the line. I can afford it. It's whatever we want to do. If I want to buy $1,000 monitor today, I can get that, or I can get like a cheap monitor. You know, it doesn't really matter. I just want to have good performance for the streams. I want to have stuff that it's going to allow me to make good content for you guys. Not, I'm trying to play Call of Duty and for some bizarre reason I can't kill anyone because my bullets don't have any effect, but they insta-kill me. Like, what's going on? Is it the monitor response rate? I don't know.
And now he's going to show off the alcohol he has that he can drink at any time that he's not charging for money. If you see how close he holds the bottle to his face to read it, it'll be interesting when he puts up his new monitors and they're right in front of his face and he can't see anything.
Someone said, what's the volume, the alcoholic volume? I think it's just 40%, right? Let me get my glasses. I can't see anything anymore up close. So I need my glasses to read it. Hold on. Yet another reason why I actually need monitors rather than the TV and this monitor way out there. I need monitors up close because I can't read anything anymore.
And DSP still says, I'm not begging, I don't have to beg, I will never beg again. Is now gonna sneak beg because he can't quit it. He's a beg demon. He is a scumbag alien. He is everything above. And one thing he loves is the bag?
It doesn't matter. Like, you can support me however you want. If you want me to answer that question matter-of-factly, like, let's say you could support however you wanted and you could choose. Anything you do through Kick, usually I get a bigger cut of. Like, for example, Kicks I get a 100% of. Subs on Kick, I get like 99% of. They take like a quarter. That's it. Okay? It's huge. Tips, if you tip me, that's funds that I actually get like immediately. Like, if you tipped me today, I could use that to buy something off Amazon right now. That's how fast the turnaround is on tips. You just get them and you can use them right now. YouTube, to be honest.
And this right here is Cat's cooking. Absolutely disgusting. This is actually worse than prison food. You know what this really reminds me of too? Is Hungry Man dinners. They're sliced just like that in the turkey. The stuffing looks just like that as well. So is it possible that Cat just got some Hungry Man dinners, warmed them up, put them on a paper plate, and gave it to DSP? And this was the dessert that Cat gave him. I'm pretty sure she's trying to poison him, because there is no way any human being should be able to eat any of this. Then we have no leftovers because of Cat in the chat. Hey Cup Rattler, Tyrone is literally downstairs stuffing Cat like a turkey right now. Cat loves the Black Friday at Tyrone's. The casino is back and will expose your cringe ass. Then we have DSP in his gay sweater being compared to the Heaven's Gate cult. And then one of the things DSP bought was a $200 controller, the Razer Wolverine. He finally got it, dudes. He finally got Wolverine. And you know what this means when he buys a Lego set? It's gonna be another DSP builds it Lego night. I can't wait not to watch that. Then a quote from DSP. I'm not trying to be boring, but that's who I am. And now if you're wondering, why is DSP getting these new monitors? That is right, plural. Well, the new monitors, one of them is to play games on. The other one is to check chat and tips and support. That is right. He is buying a $1,000 monitor just so he doesn't have to turn around and check chat and support. And this is the new desk he's going for. And I wonder how he will fuck this up. I wonder if he's going to get a desk that is way too big for his office. And I use office in quotes. And it fucks everything up. I wonder. And then this was funny. So someone tricks DSP into checking out wheelchairs on Amazon.
All right, check out the Curtum DX08. Doesn't exist. There is, let's see. These are wheelchairs, you dunce.
Then this is one of the monitors that he bought. And he didn't realize that it was curved, despite his saying it's curved gaming monitor. And it took him 2 minutes to realize that this is curved. Now this is one of the weirdest things of the week so far, is that DSP is saying he has withdrawals to not begging. He wants to beg so bad. And he's going to tell people he hears voices in the back of his head that tell him to beg. Just like a green goblin. A greed goblin, if you will.
You guys gave me almost $1,000 today. But my brain has been so fucking hardwired to do that for like years and years because I had to do it, that it's like, it actually bothers me. Because it's like, you're forgetting something, Phil. No, I'm not. Shut up. Like, shut up. Shut up, head. Back. There's like a voice in the back of my head. Ask for more. No, I don't have to anymore. I have to like slap that voice. Like, stop. Shut up. I'm good. I'm happy. I'm having a good time today with my audience. I don't have to be a jerk anymore and keep asking for stuff, you know?
What happens if the monitors suck? And DSP said, well, I'll just buy a new one. You can tell this man loves to waste money. Now remember when DSP said, Megabonk is just a meme game. And because a meme streamer played it, it became a thing. And if that meme streamer never played it, nobody would care ever about it. And he's not playing it and started banning people. Well, guess what, guys? Here's DSP playing Megabonk.
God damn it, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I have no health gain. I want to kill the bosses, but I can't. Wow. This sucks. Increased luck, but no health. Slow. Dude, what is going on? They kept homing attacks. It was ridiculous. That was so tough. That was like nothing like the other runs. It was like way harder. Like significantly harder. Jeez. Alright. Well, I think I've had enough runs. Quests? What's this? Look. Kill 1,000 skeletons. Get the damage tome to level 7. Kill 10,000 goblins. Look, complete forest tier 1. You get rewards. It's pretty fun. I won't lie. I think I enjoy it. I would play it again, but I don't know how engaging it is to the audience. Like, I've played it for 47 minutes, and in that time, a few people have tried to help me, you know, figure out how to play it, but I don't know how fun it is to watch. Like, for example, with Arc Raiders, we're interacting, we're talking. I cannot talk with you guys when I'm playing that. I have to be focused on the game solely, right? I can't even look away or I get clobbered. So, I don't know about that one, honestly. Like, I'm thinking, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about it. Like, I like playing it, but I don't know about how entertaining that is for the audience, right? What do you guys think? We lost viewers. I'm serious. As we were playing that, I lost viewers. So, makes me kind of feel like people enjoy the interactivity more than the action. But again, it's not bad and I own it and I would play it again. Let me know what you think. This is my first experience with Megabonk. If you're watching on demand, leave some comments on the video. And let me know, okay? All right, thanks guys for Megabonk. Cool. All right, shout out to Darkside Jasper, who just gifted a sub. Thank you so much, Darkside Jasper, for the gifted sub. I appreciate that. Okay, so here's the deal. That's Megabonk, and I would consider playing it again. But that's it for today.
And yet again, DSP can't stop begging, and he's still begging for more. Phil, even a sneak bag is a bag, you scumbag alien.
Because it looks like we've had quite a lot of super chats. We've had quite a lot of memberships. We've had a couple subs, not a lot. We've had a couple kicks, not a lot, right? In fact, only one kick. Most of the support has either been super chats or memberships today. That's true. That is undoubtedly true. If the top tip is 21 bucks, yeah, most of the support has been through YouTube today. Now, to be clear, that's okay. Any way that you choose to support me is well appreciated, and it all is great. When people ask me, you know, what's the best way to support, I'm good off enough now, it doesn't matter. Like, you can support me however you want. If you want me to answer that question matter-of-factly, like, let's say you could support however you wanted, and you could choose. Anything you do through Kick, usually I get a bigger cut of. Like, for example, Kicks I get a 100% of. Subs on Kick, I get like 99% of. They take like a quarter. That's it. Okay, it's huge. Tips, if you tip me, that's funds that I actually get like immediately. Like, if you tipped me today, I could use that to buy something off Amazon right now. That's how fast the turnaround is on tips. You just get them and you can use them right now. YouTube, to be honest, is the biggest cut taken and the biggest delay. They take more of each contribution, and I don't get paid for over a month. Like, anything you do today, I'll get paid by like the 21st or 22nd of next month. It takes almost a month to process it, all right? But you have to understand, it doesn't matter. However you contribute is all perfect. It's all fine. I'm not hard up for anything. So however you want to contribute, whatever floats your boat is good. So thank you guys so very much for that, okay? But this is what I was saying to Asmongold the other day. The Kick payouts are way better than anybody else. They are wildly profitable. To stream on Kick, it's very profitable. And it's odd that that's their business model to the point where I almost feel like it's not sustainable, but if there's enough people, I guess, over there gambling their money away and it is sustainable, then I guess more power to it, right? I don't know what else to say.
Then DSP told a disgusting story about how when he had roommates, he would pee in a bottle so he didn't have to leave his room and interrupt his roommates. Remember, he made fun of LTG for peeing in bottles as well. And again, DSP trying to get the detractors to watch his stuff. And again, DSP trying to get the detractors and the trolls to watch his stuff instead of detractor content. He titles his video, DSP's Insane Shopping Spree, Consumerism Madness. Then says, he spent how much? So in total, DSP spent almost $3,000 on Black Friday. $2,360 before taxes, and then it was like $26 something after taxes. But remember in the past he said, anyone who does Black Friday shopping is a sheep, you're getting ripped off, while DSP is the biggest mark for himself. And that's how the week ended for DSP. However, we are not done, because we have a double episode today. Now, let's get on to the second week. And now we start week 2 on Sunday. And apparently, in the video game Sorcery Saga, there is a Darkside Phil Easter egg because there's an item in-game called the Darkside Pill, which is a direct reference to Darkside Phil, known for his gaming difficulties and a history of blaming games for his own mistakes. The item's description mentioned it was made by a bitter wizard, an apparent nod to the streamer's personality and common criticisms. And then we see Darkside Phil looking up, holding someone's hand, and whose hand is it? It's Asmongold's. And then DSP puts this on Twitter with a new picture of him as Santa. OMFG. Wait till you see and hear these Christmas animations on stream tomorrow. I'm having a blast setting these up. Of course, it's not him setting them up. You'll find out later on in the week. Now, are you ready for these great animations? Let's start first with one talking about a stolen credit card.
I will mess with the speakers a bit.
What's the matter?
Uh-oh.
Store wouldn't take your stolen credit card.
So that we don't really know yet. I don't want to... Winter storm warning in effect. You are well allowed to play any single-player game however you want, okay? Seriously, I don't know why some people have this issue where they're like, well, if you're going to play a FromSoft game, you got to get good and you got to play it at a high level in order to win. Dude, it's a single-player game.
And all weekend, DSP was coping and seething that the detractors were laughing at Phil for spending almost $3,000 on Black Friday. But now DSP says they're all jealous because I have that money. Then also says buying his wife's stuff is stupid. Husband of the year right here.
Why is everyone talking shit about Phil buying something? Well, because they're jealous. You understand? These people are incredibly jealous. They're upset that I had a good week. That's how my detractors are. They're very upset that I had a great week where people supported me, liked the content, came in droves from Asmongold. So now that I upgraded my setup, what they'll do is criticize and say, well, why did you spend all that money? You never should have spent it. Or why did you buy something for your wife or something stupid like that, which is none of their business, right? They don't know anything about my personal life, but that's the kind of...
That is right. He said around Christmas time too, buying something for his wife is stupid. But DSP had one wish for the holidays / Christmas, and that he wants the positivity to continue, aka money, and this is what he wants to do forever. He also said he potentially wants to stream still in his 60s. And now someone's going to support and say, I want to see you succeed, Phil. I want to see a LOLCOW get to the top, and you deserve it. And DSP's going to say, I deserve it, dude. I toughed it out. This man has never toughed anything out in his life. He had the world given to him and handheld through life. He has no idea what a challenge is.
I critique says, I'm literally here for the long haul. I want to see a LOLCOW make it to the top tier, and no one deserves it more than DSP. I appreciate you saying that. Because remember something, all right? Being a LOLCOW doesn't mean you ever asked for it, wanted it, or participated in it. Unlike other LOLCOWs who said, oh, I'm a LOLCOW, well, then I'll lean into it. I'll capitalize from it. I'll make bank on it. I didn't do that. I said, no, I'm going to keep doing what I love. I'm not going to change my content. I'm not going to be doing this kind of toxic, stupid pranks and dumb shit just to get over and make a buck. Instead, I'm just going to plug away. I'm going to keep making gameplay. I'm going to keep doing streams. I'm going to hang out, and I'm just going to have a good time and be me. And if the world wants to laugh at it or hate on it, they can do what they want. I never did that. You know, I had an offer to go on LOLCOW Live and be one of the original 3 hosts. I just ignored it. I don't want to do that. I have no interest in it, you know? And now here I am years later, finally, after thick and thin, really trying to persevere and go through it. It looks like I'm coming out of the end of the tunnel, right? Like, people are coming by and actually enjoying the content. Right now, just hanging out with you guys on the podcast, I have 362 viewers and climbing. On Kick, I probably have over 100. I don't know. I haven't looked. Yeah, whoa, I have way more than 100. My viewership has dramatically increased just in the last week, like doubled. People are coming by. They're engaging with everything I do. They're supporting in droves. So, yeah, I toughed it out. And thankfully, here we are. And, you know, we're having a good time together. Thanks a lot. Again, thank you for coming by. Thanks for saying that. I'm glad that people are recognizing that. Okay? Welcome home.
And DSP is worried, once again, about an interview with Wings of Redemption not happening. Because Wings has not contacted DSP. He's worried that he's scared that now DSP is big league with Asmongold. That he's going to try and kick Wings of Redemption away. Phil, you're so delusional, you have no idea. Big Brain Burnell strikes again.
Okay, so I'm trying to lock in and confirm that Wings of Redemption will be on the show tomorrow. He already said he was previous, okay? But I tried talking with him a couple times this last week and I didn't get a response. I don't know if he's just busy. I don't know if he's freaking out because of the Asmongold thing and he realizes that I'm probably going to have more attention on me now when we do this interview. I have no idea, all right? But he just responded and he says, yeah, 1 p.m., right? And I was like, no, it was 12. We're going to do 12 to 2 like we did last time. But if you need to start at 1 p.m., I can start at 1 p.m. I just need to know what's going on.
Then we have King Jad here with a parody of how it's going with DSP and Zach, aka Asmongold, in the DMs. DSP, hey sir Zach, please tell me when we can do another video together. I've already ran out of money. I got this week from your dumbass fans. Are you there? Zach? Hello? And then Asmongold, Phil, stop sending me DMs every day begging me to do stuff, and how the hell did you manage to spend over $5,000 in a week, dumbass? And this is really telling here, so 2024 DSP during the Kino Casino arc after he upgraded everything. I fully upgraded my setup, I have nothing left, so I can finally save money. DSP in 2025, after 6 days of the Asmongold rub, I'm now able to do phase 2 of setup upgrades and hopefully won't have to do upgrades for a while. And DSP back to being toxic, the mask has slipped yet again, is fully off again. His fake good boy routine is over as he bans your future stepson. Not your future stepdad, there's a whole family of socks now. There is your future stepson, your future stepdad, your future stepmom, and others. And DSP banned your future stepson for telling Phil he's not in the just chatting category on Kick and that it's against TOS. So he bans him and then goes into the just chatting category. But he says this as well.
Your future stepson, enjoy your ban. Don't come back. I've had enough of you. You were already a sock account anyway, and I'm just tired of your toxicity. Goodbye. Okay. That's how you handle a troll. Anyway, so.
And as you see, he's opened up all his toys from Black Friday. His controller, his speakers, all that stuff. However, his chair's not there yet, and his desk is not there yet. But oh, we will get to that later on in the week. And then at the end of the pre-stream, he was at $221 and 230 people watching. Just like before the Asmongold rub. And some more DSP numbers. Time to hit the goal. $160, 1 hour, 49 minutes. Top tip, $221. And it took him 2 hours to get $150 after he only made $61 in 3 hours. Then not only does he hear voices in his head telling him, "You got a bag. Come on, Phil. You got a bag. Kill him, Peter." He's now saying, quitting begging is like quitting smoking. There's something psychologically damaged about you, Phil. And then he played Arc Raiders. And PWOP sums it up here. Very first person DSP sees, he starts shooting them. Then the player saves DSP from the Arc. DSP goes down from the Arc, doesn't use voice chat, player watches him and doesn't revive him. And he was playing this entire game like it was Warzone. Then we have a $300 tip from Sweet Home Management. Thank you so much for all you do. I have so much respect for you on the ground up. Like I did with my real estate company. Please put this towards some equipment or take your wife out to dinner. She's very lucky to have someone like you in her life. Never forget, we all love you. And of course, as soon as DSP saw this, he had to go in clown mode and celebrate that someone gave him $300.
The moment that I had a really good week this last week, I immediately reinvested. I was like, I just want to do it right now. We had a superb week, exceptional support. Immediately, let's invest this stuff into it. Holy crap, are you kidding me?
I was listening for a sound I was afraid I'd never hear. The ringing bells of Santa's sleigh.
Holy crap. Sweet Home Management with an insanely, hugely generous $300 super chat. 300. That might be one of the biggest super chats I've ever received. I don't think I've had a super chat that big in a very long time. So first of all, Sweet Home Management, thank you. Do you see the special animation for a huge contribution? You gotta have the Polar Express. Come on. So thank you, Sweet Home Management. First of all, let me get you on the leaderboard. They have a giant message. So let me put this up there and read this, okay? $299.99. That's just wild, man. Thank you for that. Okay. Thank you so much for all you do. I have so much respect for you on the ground up, like I did with my real estate company. Okay. Please put this towards some equipment or take your wife out to dinner. She's lucky to have someone like you in her life. Never forget, we all love you. Well, thank you. First off, we are having some time together later this week. That's why this week I'm only streaming 4 days rather than my usual, like, 6. We're actually having 2 days together. Various different things that we're going to be doing. One of the things we're doing is going out, and we are going to eat out. We actually are going to do some shopping for the season, like getting some heavier clothes and things like that, and other fun stuff. So that's coming up later this week. Thank you for the very, very generous contribution. I just invested $2,600 into the set. All that stuff is arriving over the next several days, and I'll be setting it up, and you're going to see these big improvements to the set. No more of this. Instead, it's going to be a nice desk setup with the monitor is going to be on the side. You're going to see. It's going to be very different. The new chair, everything's going to be higher up, so the background's going to look a little different. It's actually going to be lifted higher than you're seeing now, because this background actually goes a whole 2 levels above what you can see. I'm not even kidding. There's 2 more stacked levels, and you can never see it. So now I'm actually going to be at like a normal height. Right now, I'm like really low to the ground. I'll actually be like a normal height with better support for my back and everything. It should be really good. So it's coming. We just got to wait. We got to wait for everything to show up. Tomorrow is the chair, but then we got to wait till, like, I think Wednesday for the desk. I hope the desk shows up fast. But Sweet Home Management, thank you so much. Insanely huge super chat tonight. That is amazing. Thank you.
And now DSP is going to suck yet again in Tormented Souls 2. And he's going to complain about the dodge button. And it is a shitty dodge in this game. However, DSP is also a shitty gamer.
No, I can't do it. Dude, this is stupid. The fight's terrible. The fight's terrible because you don't have precise control to dodge him. There's no dodge. There's no dodge. So because of that, I can't dodge out of the way, ever. Like, it's just awful. Awful garbage. Yeah, I really want to be doing this all night. This one stupid fight that's poorly designed because there's no dodge in the game.
And this is a moment that's absolutely hilarious, is whenever DSP can't solve a puzzle, and his audience doesn't know how to solve a puzzle, what does DSP do? The big brain Brunel himself? He doesn't look at all the clues and solve it. He doesn't say, okay, what makes sense as a solution to this problem? He does what DSP does. He cheats. He looks it up on stream on his phone and solves the puzzle.
I can't tell what one it's supposed to be. I'm just gonna look it up. I can't tell from these murals which one is the one where the devil tempts Jesus. Oh. Okay, here we go. Here's the descriptions. Jesus is condemned to death. He accepts his cross. He falls the first time. He meets his mother. Simon helps him. Veronica wipes the face. He falls the second time. He meets the women of Jerusalem. He falls the third time. Then he's stripped of his garments, nailed, and dies. Okay. So probably falls the third time, perhaps, would be the one that they're looking for. Which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 9th station of the cross. So that's it right there. When he falls the third time, it's 9. Here's the last ones. Yep. So, in those moments when the cross on his shoulders felt heaviest, it was then that the devil sought to extinguish the flame of his faith. So, that would have been 9. Where's my lighter? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No? I don't know. Unless it shows different candles on the stations or something. I don't know. Let me go look. Nope, there's no candles on the stations. Maybe 9 candles, like light 9 candles? I don't know. I really have no clue what they want me to do here. Have a good night, Canyon Wilson. Thanks for chilling, man. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. It's kind of an annoying puzzle, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty cryptic. Unlike the other puzzles with candles so far, it's not clear at all what they want me to do with this one. I have no idea. This is stupid. I'm gonna have to look it up. This is dumb. Church mirror puzzle. That's exactly what I just did. What? Why? What the hell? They're lighting a ton of different candles, and I don't know why. This makes no sense at all. I have no idea why they just lit those candles. What is the logic behind the puzzle? Look at the stations of the cross. They're numbered in Roman numerals. Get the numerals for every time the cross looks heaviest. Then extinguish the flame of those number of candles starting from the bottom left. What? The times when the cross looks heaviest. So any time that he dropped the cross. So let's try it this way. How do I extinguish? Okay, so, first station is he's condemned to death. You're supposed to extinguish the ones where it looks heaviest, okay? Accepts his cross, I guess that could be one. Falls the first time, meets his mother Mary. Siren helps him carry the cross, that's probably one. Veronica wipes his face. He falls the second time. Meets the women of Jerusalem. Falls the third time. And that's it. Stripped of his garments. Nailed to the cross. and then dies and all that, so... This is the dumbest puzzle in human history. There's no way you logically figure this out. At all. This is stupid. Like, no lie, I don't know how they would actually expect a gamer to figure this out at all. The logic in the puzzle is flawed. So, I'm just gonna watch the video and just do it. That's really stupid. Okay, so here it is. The first and second one should be lit for some... I don't know, I don't care. I don't know, I don't care. That puzzle was atrocious. The logic of the puzzle made no sense whatsoever. I never would have figured that out.
And then on the night stream, he made $405, with $300 coming from one person from one super chat. Man, the resurgence is going strong, dude. And then more DSP numbers. Hit the goal, 16 minutes. Got a $300 donation. Then overall, he got $405 like I said, and without the $300, he would only made $105, similar to before Asmongold. And now we get the Monday. Halfway through the short week for DSP. And look at that, another DSP documentary. But remember guys, everybody loves him. He's having a resurgence, dude. And it's titled The Rise and Fall of DSP Gaming. From competing on the EVO stage to blowing thousands of dollars on a mobile gacha game. And he's doing this every single week now. He is now calling Monday, Tuesday every single week. As he puts this out, mark your calendars folks. Tuesday, December 1st is the return of Wings Redemption to my stream. And we have a comment underneath. I think you mean December 1st, and Tuesday is December 2nd. However, it looks like Wings has called in sick. He can't play with Philip today. And then DSP goes on to say that if he shaved all his facial hair except the mustache, he would look exactly like Mario. Then he was complaining Amazon doesn't know how to do their jobs, and he knows the logistics of Amazon shipping. And his desk should be there today, there should be no delays. Phil, you're forgetting about one major thing. The weekend that just passed was Black Friday weekend, and also Monday was Cyber Monday. So you think maybe their deliveries are backed up, just saying. Then an update on that $300 super chat. So this is from Bland Polecat, where she says she emailed with that person and asked them why they donated to DSP. And apparently this is their response. No sir, my adult autistic son did. I have already canceled the charges. I am waking up to this and have no idea who this person is. My son is not supposed to use this account to watch YouTube. This has happened before, so all charges have been reversed. Sorry if this caused you any inconvenience, Owen. Now, I'm not saying this didn't happen, but something about this is very sus. And for some reason, it's just not adding up. Then Bland goes on to say, so it's confirmed that $300 super chat last night was the real estate company owner's, Owen, adult autistic son. The charges are in process of being reversed. Apparently his son isn't supposed to use that profile to watch YouTube, and this has happened before. Now one thing that stands out to me is DSP is very petty, especially when it comes to money and chargebacks. He has lashed out over $5 and $10 chargebacks before in the past. So the fact that he didn't say anything at all about a $300 chargeback makes it even more sus right here. And then apparently Sweet Home Management deleted their YouTube channel. Again, adding to the sus right here. And then we have some comments from the Asmongold viewers. Well guys, it's been fun. I think I'm going to enjoy DSP content on demand. This community is odd for the most part. The mods seem cool and a few others. It seems too strict to watch live. Bye everyone. Just don't talk about it. You'll make it worse for you and they'll control you into negativity. Stop with the negative talk. Stay positive. And just like Street Fighter 6, DSP is buying everything in a vain attempt to prove that he's not the problem. It's the game. It's the equipment. It's everything else. There's no way he could be bad at the game. You know, Street Fighter 6, all the fight sticks, the PCs, the multiple different copies of Street Fighter 6, all to prove that he's not bad at the game, and he's now saying he bought this monitor to prove that he can get better at the game, and it's not his fault he sucks at it.
Once everything's in place, I want to play like everything. I want to play a session of Call of Duty on keyboard and mouse, now on the new desk with the new monitor, and see how it plays and how it affects my gameplay. Because I've been sucking at Call of Duty. Maybe if I actually have this low response time monitor, actual desk setup, everything nice, maybe I'll do better. I don't know, right? I want to just have a chill session with you guys, a more relaxed game. See how that turns out. So
then he announced there was no podcast today. He's going to jump right into Arc Raiders. And he spends 2 hours doing Chill with Phil, but definitely not a podcast. It's about 1:50 his time, and he has not even started a match of Arc Raiders yet. And then as soon as he started it up, he was complaining that the menu in Arc Raiders was too complicated and says the whole game is basically menu simulator. And also says Arc Raiders is not a narrative game, doesn't require skill, so people are welcome to backseat with him and tell him what to do. And of course, it always comes back to this, DSP being jealous of people bigger than him. And PewDiePie is a frequent target of DSP, and his jealousy over PewDiePie is still there.
On PewDiePie giving up gaming completely to spend time with his son, crazy how times are changing. I didn't even know that he was still gaming. I knew that he occasionally still did some video content like reacting to news and vlogging and stuff. I didn't even know that he still gamed. So, he's filthy rich. This is a guy who literally watched other creators, okay, said, I want to do that. Turned on a camera, randomly played a game, screamed. What is that on the wall over there? I'm going to check it out in a second. There's something on my wall. Screamed like a girl at horror games. That's how he got his name. By screaming at his camera like a girl playing horror games. Much like Markiplier and all of them, which is hilarious that they got so big screaming like sissies, right? Everyone likes this act he puts on. It's obvious it's an act. Like anyone with a brain would be like, dude, he's not actually that scared at the games. He's overacting to be like a cartoon character. People love the character. So they fall in love with this guy. He ends up becoming this humongous Let's Player, right? And he blows up in popularity. Next thing you know, people are looking at this guy like he's some kind of representative of all streamers and gamers. And it's like, is he really? Or is he just some guy that kind of got crazy lucky and blew up because of, you know, the virality of streaming and things like that? That's the way I see it. Then people say, oh, well, now he did this on stream and it's bad representation for all of gamers because he said this or he did this. Who made PewDiePie responsible for all of gaming? Like, who made him the face of gaming? I wasn't aware that happened. He's just some guy who screamed at a camera like a Muppet or a cartoon character. He got popular. Good on him, right? I'm not shit-talking him. I'm just saying he played a role. People thought the role was funny. Great. What's the problem? Well, the problem is he became a multimillionaire. He was making millions of dollars a year doing this character. And therefore, people put so much undue attention, I feel, on the guy that he had all this pressure. And then sometimes he would make a mistake that any human would make. And everyone would be like holding him to task for it. And the worst part was when people would actually like get hurt because of stuff he did, but he didn't intend for that to happen, right? If he's streaming and he says a word and people are like, what a bad word. Now all gamers are racist. It's like, what? The hell are you talking about? Dude, that's PewDiePie. It ain't that serious. Like, what are you? But anyway, he became ridiculously popular, ridiculously rich. Now didn't he move to Japan or whatever? And so, dude, he never has to work for the rest of his life. He can literally sit on his ass for the rest of his life and everything's fully paid for. So why would he have to make content? If he says, I don't want to make content anymore, I want to spend time with my family, that's his prerogative and no one has a right to criticize him for it. Okay? Now, to put it in perspective of me, because, you know, obviously you're asking me this question. You want my take on it, right? I'm not making the question about myself. I'm personalizing the answer towards my own experience and my opinion. If I were ever to become filthy rich, because it ain't going to be through being a creator. I'm never going to go viral like PewDiePie did. I'm never going to have the audience he had. I'm never going to make that much money. Okay? But if I were to somehow become filthy rich right now, maybe, I don't know, maybe I win the lotto or something, right? I would still stream. Even if I don't monetize it, or maybe if I monetize the stream, I give it all away, I would still stream. You might say, well, I don't get it. If you're rich, why would you want to work? Because I love this. I love sitting here chilling with you guys. Like, this is genuine fun to me. While I'm also making money, I'm having a ton of fun. So why wouldn't I want to continue it as like my side hobby? I wouldn't want to do it as much as I do. Like right now, I do it full time as a job. Obviously, what I would want to do is reduce the amount of time that I do it, right? And that's perfectly fine. But I would still do it because it's my passion. I wouldn't ever want to quit. PewDiePie says, I want to quit. Well, that probably means he's not that passionate about it anymore. And you know what? If he's not, then he should quit. Why keep doing something long-term that you're not passionate for anymore, right? There's so many creators out there that they start off small, they blow up, and then they realize, I didn't want to blow up. I actually just wanted to be a small-time guy, and now the passion's gone because now it's all big, making tons of money. You got to worry about employees. You got to worry about all this shit. They didn't ever want to do that. They just wanted to make videos and fuck around, you know? For me, that's kind of it for me. Like, I don't ever want to blow up. I just want to be a guy who's just like a normal guy who hangs out with you guys and has a good time. That's all I ask. Literally, that's all I ever want. So if ever it gets like much bigger than that, I feel like I would also maybe lose my passion for it. But if I were to come filthy rich right now, I'd be like, let's stream 2-3 times a week. You know, let's do a chill hangout stream. Let's play a particular game or two. Let's play a game every once in a while. But, you know, I would still want to do it. I genuinely get a lot of enjoyment out of doing this. But to PewDiePie, more power to him. If he wants to spend time with his dude, don't you think that's a noble thing? I have a family now. I'm not in my 20s single. I don't need to scream at a camera like a sissy. I'm not really a hyper intelligent individual who's educated on world events. I probably shouldn't be doing commentary videos on like the Middle East because I'm just a fucking creator who plays games and screams. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of respectable. All right, I'm just going to step back and live my life now. Leave me alone. Sounds good to me. I don't even have a single word of criticism for that. That's seems pretty, you know, makes sense of an attitude to have.
And then the realization that the Asmongold rub is going away. DSP is complaining. He got 8K new subscribers, but no one is watching his stuff. And he says, with him getting 8K subs, it would be nice if 1K came by, checked out his stuff, and hung out on stream. Then apparently, Wings called in sick for the DSP interview, but he also streamed that day. And what did he stream? Arc Raiders at the same time as DSP, at the same time as well as the interview was supposed to happen. But not only that, he had more viewers than DSP. And now DSP says, Truck Sim is done for now. It's on hiatus because he's doing his chair today. It's funny how whenever these interviews with Asmongold, Wings Redemption, he always says, I'm not just going to drop everything just so I can interview you. You have to work around my schedule. But when his gaming chair, his other stuff comes in, I'm dropping all the gameplay. We're putting this together right now. Funny how when it affects him, he's all for it, but it affects somebody else. No, you got to do things my way, dude. And another sign that the rub is falling apart. Just like last year, when Kino Casino rub fell apart and wore off, all of a sudden the OIC sock accounts came back to replace them. And this time is no exception, as we had Darren come in with a $45 tip. And remember in the past, people kept asking him, his fans, oh, can you do edited content for us? And DSP always says, I don't have time, I'm not doing it, I don't know how to edit, I gotta spend time with my wife. Now he's saying for all the new Asmongold viewers, you want me to do edited content? Yeah, sure, I might do it, no problem, dudes. Again, shitting all over the core audience, and he's gonna lose them. Again, just like last year. And now DSP's gonna complain that there's no instructions for his chair. And he's gonna go on a Karen rant. And guys, you'll never believe the truth about the instructions.
Alright. So, these appear to be the final pieces right here. This is the lumbar, or the head rest, or neck rest. The one problem I'm seeing, you see something missing? I could be wrong, but I don't see any instructions. So I might have to scour the box. I don't see any instructions in anything that I just took out at all. I thought maybe the instructions would be in here with the hardware, but this just appears to be a piece of cardboard with the hardware in it. I don't see instructions anywhere with this, with the chair. Like you would think there'd be a book inside or something, but let me double check and take a look over there. Here's your warranty guide. I'm sure this is very useful, huh? Look at this, warranty guide. What is the purpose of this? It's garbage. That's not instructions. Okay. I'm not kidding you. I don't see the instruction book anywhere. It's not in that box. It could, maybe, is it attached to one of these parts? I don't know why it would be. There's no instructions. Let me open this just to be safe to see, is it in here with the parts? I don't see it because it looks like it's just cardboard with parts. So just to for the sake of argument, let me look here. But I don't think it's in here. See if a QR code was included in the purchase. There's a zillion QR codes on the box, but they're on a shipping label. There's no instructions in here. This is literally just hardware and an Allen wrench. So that's not it. Okay. Let's see here. So I got a $1 anonymous tip. Thank you for that. And I got a $2 New Zealand super chat. Put random bits together with tape. No. I am not seeing instructions anywhere. It's called the Corsair T3 Rush is the model of the chair. Okay. I'm going to check again, but I really don't see instructions anywhere in the box. I can't imagine them not putting instructions into any kind of furniture. Like, I don't think there's been a single time in my life I bought furniture that there was no instructions in the box. Never. I know that we are getting to a point of insane laziness when it comes to these companies and everything, and automation and everything, but it's definitely not attached to the seat. This is all, it's just the seat itself. I want to make sure I'm not missing it and I look like a fool. Nothing here, nothing here, you know, nothing. Oh. The thing is, it's not that many parts. It's literally not that many parts. I just don't know what order to assemble them. That seems like it's going to be the problem. No instructions anywhere on any of these pieces whatsoever. All I have is the warranty book. Cold bologna sandwiches, thanks for $2. It says here for the inevitable rage. Yeah, it's already going to start. If Corsair didn't give me instructions for this, I'm going to start raging right now. There'll be no delay. The Corsair website has the assembly instructions. That's great. It's too bad that I'm sitting on the floor and I'm not on the Corsair website. I could try to use my phone, but I can't see my phone well. Let's see here. Let's see what I can see on my phone down here, shall we? Okay. What is it? The T3 Rush Assembly Instructions. I don't want the AI overview. Here's a video. It's only 1 minute and 37 seconds. I get the feeling that's not really going to explain it very well. I'll look at the video first. It's from Corsair. 6 years ago. Okay. No, you don't. That's just an Allen wrench. That's not a Phillips screwdriver key. That's a lie. That actually, what he's saying in the video doesn't exist. Okay. I'm just going to do what the video says. It says, first, assemble the chair wheels into the chair base. I'm just going to do what the video says. Okay.
And look at that. He threw out the box that had the instructions in it in the most DSP way. What a cuck. And of course, RTU's dents had to come in and start throwing money at DSP, including this one, fart in it. Just put random bits together with tape. And look at that, look at the state of DSP's hair. At this point, bro, just shave it off. And then Phil Callens points this out. He was sweating like crazy, trying to put his chair together. And remember, DSP has said he's been working out for 6+ months. He's buff, he's in shape, but putting a chair together absolutely wiped him out. And look at this face, looking at the plug. What a douche. And again, another sign that the rub is over from Asmongold. Rend came back and gave 10 subs. And to show you how bad this is, DSP had 4 large screws. 10 minutes later, only one of them is in. And despite his money going back down after the Asmon rub, he's now complaining that he's only getting low tips now, and it's not worth his time.
I have a few shout outs to do, but they're nothing big. No big, it's like a few bucks here, a few bucks there. All right.
Man, oh man, look at all these people banned on Kick today. This is just today. And of course, it continued to be horrible for DSP. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's trying to watch a video saying the video fucked up. It doesn't actually work that way, and he has to figure out himself, dude.
All right, I gotta look for money. Oh God, it just rose up and I wasn't ready. Not aligned. Oh, it's just rose up. Shit. Fuck. Ugh. How the hell am I supposed to find? Let me see something. Okay. That's how it goes on.
And the bags are coming back, slowly but surely. He's easing back into being the bag demon. The greed goblin is coming back. The voices are coming back. And DSP can't quit begging.
So here's the deal. Tonight, as we chill and do this, if you guys would like to contribute, thank you. I'm not going to ask for anything. I would assume if ever there was going to be a stream that this would not do very well for me support-wise, it would be this one. I'm literally building things and building my office here for future streams. You know, I get it. You know, but if you would choose to support the stream, thank you in advance. If I see the tip, which I already got one, I'm going to shout out in a second. I'll shout it out. If there's a super chat, okay, or subs on Kick, I should already hear it. It should play through the speakers, so I should know that I need to shout it out.
And then somebody looked it up. The monitor weighs about 6 pounds. And DSP, despite working out the past 6+ months and getting buff and his muscles getting bigger and him getting stronger, he's going to complain how heavy the monitor is. Imagine, 6 pounds is quite heavy, dude.
I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm nervous about this gaming monitor. The reason being, it's heavy as hell. I don't know why it's that heavy. I mean, it's a 32-inch. It's supposed to be the same size as this one in front of me now. This one is paper thin. That one is insanely heavy. Now, we looked at all the stats. The desk that I bought will support it. I don't know if this desk will. This is like a fiberboard desk. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if this desk was actually meant to hold a heavy monitor. So I don't even know if I could put that monitor on this desk with the monitor arm and it's going to work. Yeah. So I'm nervous.
And DSP revealed what the purpose of his new monitor is. And he spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a new monitor just to look at chat, OBS, and support.
But this is pretty neat. This monitor is awesome. I can now have the chat. I can now have, yeah, look at this. I can now have the stream being monitored right in front of me. I can see the chats beautifully. They're gorgeous, big text chats. I can see you guys nicely. This is great. I really like this. I feel like I'm at a command center now. I really do. I can close this now because I can see you all. Oh, this is excellent. Yeah, you guys look great right now. All the chats, I blew up the text, the size of the text in the chats. It looks really good. Yes, OBS is right here in the center of the monitor. Monitoring of YouTube is the bottom left-hand part of the monitor, and the chats are to the right of the monitor. The only thing is, I don't know if it's doing 60 frames. It's supposed to, but I don't actually know if it is. I put it at 120, but I'm not sure that it's actually running at 60 frames. It looks like it might be a lower frame rate, and I don't know why, because it's at 120 right now.
If you notice the hand movements there, so what he's doing is he's moving his hands to see the playback to try and tell if it's in 60 frames or 120. Let that sink in. And also, Piece of Peace points out, he spent hundreds of dollars on a new monitor. All he had to do was press Control and scroll wheel to zoom in. That's all he had to do. It was free, Phil. And more DSP stats. Goal hit, 2 hours and 10 minutes. And total, $463. And he reached $400 after Alchemist on Kick gifted 50 subs. Now you're probably wondering, who is Alchemist? Well, look at this. So Alchemist, that's his Switch friend code right there. Now if you're wondering, oh look at that, it's a me Ken, exact same code there. And it's a Mia Markula, same code right there. It's almost like they're the same person. ICS. And look how sweaty and disgusting he is. And he's back to being toxic. Anyone in his chat that says detractor stuff, detractor memes, anything, they're getting banned on the spot. Mods, do your job, dudes.
Dunsfelter, please ban everyone who's referencing detractor stuff. As you can see, they're all doing it right now again. Just ban them. This is how you get taught your lesson, okay? Thank you. Okay.
Now, despite DSP saying that, he's going to lash out at Flatman B, who is Canadian Kirk. Because Canadian Kirk starts banning people for saying detractor stuff, but DSP says it's okay because they're supporters. Everything with DSP is controlled by money.
Those are our first kicks of the night, actually. We have no subs tonight at all, right? Right? No subs whatsoever. I just want to be sure I didn't miss any, right? Now, why did you delete Raider Randy? Raider Randy has been nice recently. What did he say in that message? Here. It's fine. Dude, don't ban contributors because they're making the joke about the yellow tag. Come on, flat man. Please don't be mean to people who are just running with the meme, okay? I'm ignoring the meme because I'm busy. Maybe I'll cut the yellow tag off later, but please don't ban people. Ban this idiot who has 400 sock accounts and has been posting them. That's the person who needs to be banned, not contributors, okay?
And then people kept pointing out that Phil, he's bald. And Phil had enough of that. He starts banning people on the spot. And the bald bitch comes out in DSP.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they did. Oh, look, idiots are all getting banned right now. Y'all enjoying your bans? Every one of you? Look, oh look, every one of you. Look. All right, you guys, yeah, you have fun with that? Okay, good, now you're not coming back. Fucking morons. All right. Anyway, let's continue with the chair build. I just banned like 15 people, fucking idiots. Okay. And don't ask to come back either. I don't want you back. Oh yeah, this is broken. I can tell you right now it's broken because I'm putting it in straight.
Then we have this from Phil Hairless, Cat Legless. LOL, OMG Phil, we all got a good look at all the balding. Dear God, see a doctor or something, man. You actually look physically ill, dude. Please at least shave it off or take a supplement. And then, it's my valid name. The Green Goblin mask calls for you. And now we get to Tuesday, the second last day of the week for DSP. And apparently, Boogie is jealous of DSP. Imagine that. Cancer Liar 1488. Jealous of the guy who jerked off on stream because Asmongold chose him to work with over them.
Hey, Asmongold, remember when you were supposed to collab with me and Jordy? We're supposed to come over to your house. We're supposed to help clean it. Never happened. But you'll collab with DSP? Come on, man. Come on. I'm Boogie. I love you, man. I've watched you every day for a million years. You've criticized me left and right. You don't think it would be interesting to talk to me after all the shit you said about me? Is it a one-sided street, Asmongold? You can make a dozen videos shitting on Boogie? Great, that's fine. Do it. But motherfucker, come on here and say it to my face. You got balls. You know who did? Mudahar. You know who did? Destiny. You know who did? Half the fucking internet. So why the not you?
I like Asmongold. I don't understand.
I like him too, but he's a pussy for pussying out on me and Jordy. That's a pussy shit.
No.
Shit. See shit.
And then DSP finally found the instructions. And look at the cloud mode faces. And it's only 7 steps. And DSP says 7 steps is too complicated for him. Then announce Call of Duty and Truck Sim are on hiatus until he gets his desk set up, because he has no space. So think about it this way, and I'm gonna do a spoiler here. His desk is gonna be too big for his office, and I use office in quotes. He has all those wires all over the place. It's a fire hazard. He has his smoke detector ripped out. I wonder how this is gonna end, Phil. Then he goes on to declare, this is the second week of the newest positivity. Then we have these comments in chat. When are you gonna start the game in sheesh? And Bookworm, who's an actual dent from before. I know it's only been a couple days, but it feels like the new setup talk has been going on for a couple weeks. And now DSP's gonna say that begging is bad, he doesn't like to do it, even though in the past he said, everyone does it, get over it, I'm not doing anything bad, I'm doing what everyone else does. But now he's saying, I don't want to do that, I don't ever want to ask for support ever again. And of course, it's him flip-flopping, DSP today, DSP tomorrow.
Me, I don't like doing it. I hate doing it. I don't like asking for support at all. I wish I never have to do it ever again. So for a week I haven't had to do it. This has been my best content creation week in a decade. I'm not kidding you. I've enjoyed myself more this last week, just relaxing with you and having fun with games, than I have had in the last decade because I didn't have to ask for anything. So now, let's keep that going. Let's keep that momentum. Let's stay positive. Let's enjoy games. Let's enjoy each other's company. Let's keep that momentum going. And let's just keep it chill. All right? But for me...
And DSP not begging, wink wink, hint hint, nudge nudge, saying that people can name a Pokemon for $20, but says it's just an option to let you know. And he is down on Pokemon stream, 210 people watching him. So after playing Pokemon, he got his SpongeBob meal from Burger King, but remember, he's not a children's entertainer. And also remember, he says he always eats healthy as well. How many DSP tries it have you done in the past few weeks? And of course, every DSP tries it has the weird alien faces in it. And this is a true representation of what Phil looks like during DSP Tries It. And then he puts out his DSP Tries It episode with the title, Another SpongeBob Collab? Can BK beat Wendy's? Now if you remember, Wendy's Krabby Patty meal was the meal that DSP scammed his audience out of $1,500 that he never even tried. And despite him saying last year, he's done with setups, he's done with upgrades, he's done with everything, this year, he got all his upgrades from Black Friday and said, I'm done, I have nothing else to do right now. He now says he wants to redo his office in next year or so. More money that the dents have to pay. And now we have this from Lazy Shell, who shows an animation of Asmongold versus DSP.
This is like watching two roaches fight over a churro.
Give me my money!
This is like watching two roaches fight over a churro.
Give me my money!
Baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. The more I get to you, the strangers in bloom. Yeah. Now that your rose is in bloom, a light hits the gloom on the grave. But I can't hit those anymore. I used to be able to sing that song perfect.
Hey, Asmongold, read your XDMs, you lazy shit. Or else stop talking about me like a bitch. Oh. Oh, damn.
Publicly, I'm saying it to you right now. You're a bitch. Tell me that I'm a fucking beggar and I'm a scammer. Prove it.
I'm right here, bro.
Don't. He'll kill you like a small dog.
DSP is a broke bum and begs all day. You made the monster. How about a tip, a juicy tip?
I need your money!
You're Dr. Frankenstein.
Oh, shit.
Now you gotta live with the monster you created, bitches. And if you don't like it, too fucking bad, because you don't have a time machine to go back in time and change what you already did. Tough shit.
Why did you do this? Yeah, why would I do that to him? I don't know why. Jesus, this is like watching two roaches fight over a churro.
Give me my money!
Don't ever ask anything of me ever again. Just sits here whining, bitching, complaining about things, wanting more, and doesn't support. So you get nothing.
This piggy bank contains my allowance. It isn't much, but I would like to help.
You guys just wasted my fucking time, $60? What the fuck do you think this is?
Let's say you won $20 million. Would you still stream? Yes, I would still stream.
DSP is going to tell you that even if he won the lottery, he would still do this for fun because he loves it so much.
I love what I do. I do it for the passion of doing it. I'm not.
You're a
doing it
liar.
to sit here and beg all
For
day.
the
I say to my
passion.
audience all the
Have you
time,
not
I wish I
seen the
didn't have
raw
to ask you
passion
guys.
of this guy playing video games?
You suck. You're a lag-abusing, cowardly, fucking pussy bitch. God, you're terrible.
Look at him have fun.
He loves this job. He would never leave this job. If he won $20 million, he would still be here.
He looks like an angry baby bird. Here's DSP having fun.
Unless we get 50 subs, you got an hour left. Get to it. Or shut the fuck up forever. We're not going to listen to your bitching anymore. A lot of whiny people, demanding people who don't reciprocate.
I've seen a number of these videos, and I'll admit, it does seem like you ask for money a lot.
All these people who constantly say shit about me, do you want to know why? Because they all wish they were me. They all wish they were sitting right here in this chair, looking like this,
Birdie.
acting like this, having a good living like this.
So if you're doing really well, why do you keep begging?
Yeah.
I need your money!
And despite DSP buying a monitor so he can play a game close to his face and see everything, he's now complaining that the new game monitor is too close to him and he may miss out on the screen.
I don't know how this is gonna go. This monitor is way too close. It really is. Like, I might have to, like, scoot my chair back a little more to try to get a little bit further away from the monitor as I play. It's definitely not even straight. Like, I'm gonna have to turn it like this to try to get it aligned straight with me. And, I don't know how this is gonna go. Hopefully it goes well. I'm also using my speakers. So the new speakers are over there, so I'm gonna try to be adjusting those on the fly as well. We're gonna see how it goes, all right? But I'm curious if Pokemon's gonna be in my face, how well I'm gonna play it. Same thing with Megabonk. Like, Megabonk, there's a ton going on the screen at once, and the screen's so close to me, I might be, like, not seeing in my periphery vision. You know what I'm saying? Or peripheral vision, I guess I should say. Don't...
And DSP, being the very positive, very chill, very meaningful, robust person that he is gonna say he values your opinion because it's important. Unless you criticize him, unless you say something he doesn't like, then he doesn't care what you think.
Okay, so thank you so very much for that. You guys are absolutely awesome. I appreciate you all for doing this for me. And I certainly hope that for everyone, newcomers and relatively long-time viewers as well, that you all feel like that everything's been better this last week, right? It's now been over a week since the Asmongold interview, and I've made a concerted effort to change for the better. Overall, what do you guys think? I want to ask you, what do you guys think of the last week? Have you liked everything that's happened? Have you liked the changes and the improvements? I think you know what I'm talking about. Not only am I talking about, hey, listening to feedback, doing things on the fly, trying new games, but I'm also talking about I don't ask for contributions anymore. At all. I haven't asked for a single contribution since I got off the interview with Asmongold. And things have been absolutely stellar. So, what do you think of the changes? It's been great and positive. A chill-tastic week. It's been great. I love you, brother. Yes, it's much better. And then you get... Here's the contrast. That was all from YouTube. Here's the kick chat. I don't like the lack of songs and rewards. What are you talking about? You complained constantly about the music that I played before the stream, saying it was old and the same music over and over. Stop playing it. And you complained about the reward structure, saying you hated the fact that things were tied to financial goals. So I removed the music, and now we're not doing the tiered rewards anymore. Instead, I'm just giving you the rewards. Like today, we're just going to do DSP Tries It. I don't like it. I don't care. How about that? I just don't care. Your opinion is irrelevant. Okay? Good Lord. Anyway. Thank you, Robbie. Robbie says, I came over from Asmongold's stream. I enjoy your chill content. It's nice to listen to in the background or at night when I'm winding down. Sounds great. I'm glad to hear that. A lot of people have told me that over the years. All right. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of this guy, too. Really, I'm just going to get rid of the toxic influences from now on. There's no reason to even respond to them. Just remove them. And just move on. Enough with the toxic people who are here just to troll. Okay. Ross the Chart says, well, what's wrong with asking for support? Well, here's the thing. All right? I never asked for support till I had to.
Now remember in the past, when he would get ear infections and he stopped wearing headphones? And spoilers, it was because he wasn't showering enough, but he refused to say that. He switched over to the neck phones, which are typically for disabled gamers, like a horseshoe around his neck. Almost like cats marking her territory. And he was saying how much better they were than headphones, and that it's amazing sound, especially surround sound on Xbox. Well, now he's saying they sucked, and they were never good. Amazing how things change over time when DSP gets money. And another thing that has come back, he's looking for pity money. And he said, I moved the wrong way in my sleep. And guess what? His neck, his shoulder, his back, it all hurts, dude. Please pay me. And then he played Megabonk. And he needs help in Megabonk. This is one of the easiest games to play, but DSP needs to be handheld. And every time he opens up a chest in Megabonk, he gets 3 options of what to choose. And he goes to his audience, his chat, and says, which one do I choose? Which one do I get? Tell me what to do. And look at that, $69 for Megabonk. Man oh man, the resurgence is done. It's over. And he made $152 tonight. And it was 1 whale and a bunch of anonymous tips. That sounds very familiar from pre-Asmongold. And remember too, DSP tries it. He said was a reward for his audience for hidden 10 straight goals of $150 each. And he also said he lost money on every DSP tries it. Despite getting $1,500 and getting a $20 meal, he said he never made money on it. But now he's saying, because he had the goals up and people took too long to give him money, it was holding him back from getting his food reviews seen by the mainstream. The guy thinks he's review bra. And if he gets the food on day 1, he'll get hundreds and hundreds of views. Not gonna happen, Phil. Then he says he wants his audience to prove to the internet that he doesn't beg anymore. And how does he want his audience to prove to the internet? Keep giving him money. Give him enough money so he doesn't have to beg. And despite DSP raging every week, he's gonna say he rarely ever rages. And he's gonna give some examples and leave a lot of examples out that he usually rages at.
I don't know what made you think that my stream would be anger and chaos. It's rare. The only times that I get angry are if I'm playing a competitive game like Call of Duty and Street Fighter, and I just can't make it work for whatever reason, whether I think the connections suck, the game is being a pain in my ass, whatever it is. Or if I'm playing like a really difficult game, like a FromSoft game or whatever, and I'm really having a hard time with a boss or something, that's about it. You know, the only other thing would be if trolls are coming in trying to ruin the stream for everyone. You know, and I don't want to waste my time. I have to sit here moderating all night. I want to play games and chill with you. I'm not here to, you know, keep clicking on people's names to kick them out of the chat because they're morons. That's it. I'm usually very chill. I have a great time with the audience.
And look at his creepy ass smile. Look at him holding up invisible men's underwear. And he says, Pokemon, Megabonk, and new monitors are crazy good. The Daily Wrap. And of course, look at the resurgence. He got over 8K new subscribers. But his views are the exact same on his videos. And now we get to Wednesday. Let's see how the week ended for DSP. And the very first thing we see is DSP getting very horny, very excited over a picture of a muscle man, but also getting disgusted at a sexy lady. And then DSP, being the dumbass that he is, thought he was showing his Amazon webpage, but instead he decided to show off his secret Discord where he talks about thumbnails and trolls and all the memes, especially with one person named Duncan.
I hadn't actually had a chance to look at it yet. Let me see. Let's see. Hold on. Here it is.
Then people were asking him about his handcart, and he says, I don't own a handcart. However, in the Discord he just leaked, it says he has a handcart.
This is some kind of a detractor meme, okay? People have said over the last 5 to 10 years they talk about a handcart. I have no idea what you're talking about.
And despite him saying in the past he has a handcart, he used it to move groceries around. Now he's saying, I don't have a handcart, I don't know what you're talking about. And then in the Discord, he says, I'll have to use my handcart to get that into the garage. And then people called him out on that, and he said, well, I don't have a handcart. I have this flat steel thing that has 2 wheels, and you put stuff on it, and you slide it around. I don't know what it's called. Phil, that's a handcart. And then he's like, oh, I think it's called a dolly, which is another word for handcart. And who is this Duncan you ask about? Well, look at that. Look at in the red square here, their other name, Darziak. Amazing. After his huge rant about Twitch and the furry diaper babies and all the degenerate stuff that was going on, and he wants nothing to do with any platform that has any of that going on there. Dragonfucker himself, the guy who's a 300-year-old gay dragon, furry diaper baby, who likes cum inflation, is helping him, guiding him through life, through his career. He's making thumbnails for him. He's giving him ideas. If you wonder who is the flying monkey, well, at least one of them, that is reporting on the detractor stuff, it's Darziak here. And even at one point, when he shows his Discord, there was a tweet by Street Panda about an anvil being delivered to Phil, and Duncan here showed it to him. However, Kinda Sav points this out. October 16th, Darziak, I quit months ago. What a lying slut. And Pixar points this out. The real reason he will admit to owning a handcart and his Phil moving around cat. And you know exactly what happened when everyone brought up the Discord being shown on screen. Ban, ban, ban. Gone forever, including your future stepmom. And the funny thing is, he knew he fucked up on this, because in his version that he posted on his channel, it had the whole Discord part cut out. And DSP believes he is a good second screen entertainment. Phil, you're not even a first screen entertainment. And DSP's now gonna say he's willing to give anyone a chance until you're toxic, until you're not a positive person. However, if you're a whale though, you get unlimited chances. Just like Canadian Kirk.
I always give someone a second chance. Even if I know that this next account is the same, a new account from the original person, I still let them talk. As long as they behave, I don't care. The problem is the people who can't behave like over and over. You know what I'm saying? Like the people who they come back, they act like they're positive, and the next thing you know, they're talking junk again, they're insulting others again, they're doing the same behaviors. And I don't like that, but I give them a second chance, you know. Like right now, I'm talking to You're Not Funny. You're Not Funny has been banned like 7 times in the chat. I mean, YouTube IP banned him. Okay? I still let him back. Then every once in a while, he does something wrong, he gets banned again. You know, it's like, what are you going to do? But nah, I'm not going to mess with a mass unbanning. It would be ridiculous, like opening the floodgates of just toxicity.
And despite him saying he's done upgrading stuff, he's done buying stuff, he bought another microphone. If you remember, he has his current one, which is new. He also bought a new one to speak with top tier rated Brian on Discord. So he had 2 at the same time. And now he bought a third one for God knows why. And this is really weird because DSP has said, you know, eat the shit out of my ass and all that stuff, mouth drooling morons, fucking retards, all that stuff. But he will not say sexual assault. He will say SA.
Or on Twitch has committed SA, as they say. They call it, because no one can say sexual abuse on the internet. It's like forbidden to say that in a term. People think they'll get demonetized. Well, I'll say whatever I want. So apparently she's committed that.
Then we have in chat, cat no legs, cat no claws, sad. Dear Catherine, I know we are physically separated, but I need your help getting my desk upstairs in the studio. It'd be a quick move as I tie it to your saddle. From Philip. And look at this, with the new monitor lighting. Look how old and decrepit this son of a bitch looks. What a scumbag alien. And then we have Mr. Member, creative name there, dude. We have $50. And then another $50. And then 20 DSP gift memberships. And then another 20 gifted memberships. And then another 20 gifted memberships. And then another 20 gifted memberships. And then even more 20 gifted memberships. I wonder if they're Argentinian. And then DSP said he got rid of his old love seat because, and I quote, it's not something you're meant to do professional work on. And keep in mind, it's also the same love seat he jerked off on stream. Then we have DSP Gout Crystal's Real. Attention, DSP Gaming. The detractors have robbed the delivery truck and they're bending cat over your new desk right now. Hashtag don't hit me Jaha. Hashtag cat's been gone. Hashtag gout crystals. Hashtag snort sacks. Hashtag liver spots. Hashtag divorced. And then he gets delivery and the very first thing he does is start sniffing the box and the liquid on it. What a sick bastard. And even more delusional, he says he's down to 186 pounds. And slowly, the begging is coming back, the toxicity, and now he's shaming people for low support. But it's okay, because at the end, he laughs about it. Remember, it's all a joke, dude.
Thank you to Bengal Cat Chili for a $2 Australian super chat. Sadly, only about $1 American, but it is what it is. Thank you for the support.
And it's that time of year again. DSP telling people to nominate games for the holiday marathon. And of course, what's going to happen is people are going to nominate games. DSP's going to eliminate the games he doesn't like. And then whatever's left over, if he doesn't get enough money, he's going to blame his audience for picking bad games. It happens every single year. And then we got a shot of his wire management. Just look at that. Look at that fire hazard waiting to happen. And we got Phil on the ground, waving to his audience, sitting on his dirty ass carpet. And remember, he's been working out, so this should not be a problem for him. He should be buff. He should be able to pick everything up. He should not be tired out. Let's see how DSP did while he's building his desk.
Go. I will say this. I am incredibly happy I've been working out because getting all this shit up and down the stairs has been a workout in itself. And if I hadn't been working out, I probably would have hurt myself. But luckily I didn't because I've been working out. So I was actually strong enough.
Man, oh man, we get another shot. And it's like every time we see it, he becomes more bald, more gross, more disgusting. And then we see Phil on the floor looking at instructions. And you want to see the real picture of Phil right here? Well, let's take a look. It's a kid looking at his book. And here we have Phil being autistic, and he's wearing his underwear of the day, Wednesday, and showing it off to his audience. And I told you about this, it's way too big, his desk, for his quote-unquote office. It's blocking the door, he gets trapped in here. My only thought to this is basically, he wants to keep his wife out of that place, if she's even still there. But man, oh man, that room is a fire hazard waiting to happen, and it's a good thing he ripped off the smoke detector. And I don't even know how he does this. Look at his feet placement, sitting down. Like, what the hell is even going on here? And then he's posing himself as he's screwing things in. He kind of looks like Shawn Michaels from the Playgirl picture. And then he was going overtime, almost 2 hours. And support was slowing down, so there was no animation, no sound. And DSP says he doesn't know if he's live anymore because he doesn't hear when support comes in. That is right, aka sneak bag. And now he's going to complain that nobody wants to work with him, nobody wants to talk to him. And it's just like, again, last year, complaining about the exact same thing after the resurgence died down.
No, of course not. Frosted Shard says, did any popular figures reach out for an interview with you after you extended the offer after your Asmongold interview? Of course not. Because this is what I've said over the years. I'll reiterate it here. The reason that people ever wanted to mess with me is because they had drama intentions and they knew that it was easy content to talk shit about someone, milk it, and make money from idiots. Okay? People love drama on the internet because they're morons. They think that they feel better about themselves if they think that someone else is having a bad time in life. So they see someone's dirty laundry get tossed out and the skeletons get pouring out of their closet, or they get exposed for something. Oh, I love it. Yeah, because your life is miserable. So you have to think, oh, bring down others to make me feel better about myself. So idiots will watch that content and throw money at it like crazy. So everyone wants to talk to me about that. But the moment that all that's over with and there's no other things to discuss in that regard because no one cares anymore, guess what? Oh, that's it. We don't want to talk to Phil. Well, why not? I thought you wanted to talk to me so badly. Now all of a sudden, no one cares about the drama crap anymore. Oh, well, no. Yeah, I know. You only want to talk about me when there's drama involved so you can be getting one over. You can make easy money. And then you shut the fuck up when the drama doesn't matter anymore because everyone's past it and no one cares. You know? Same thing last year when the casino arc started and everyone was cool with me for a temporary part of time there. No one wanted to do anything. Literally, no one wanted to do a damn thing. They all clammed up. All these people who talk shit all these years, shut the hell up. Right? Oh, I don't want to talk to Phil. No. Cancel. Can't do it. But they all opened their mouths again once the casino arc was done. they all came flooding back to talk shit about me again. Isn't that funny? Isn't it funny what cowards do on the internet because they have absolutely no fucking balls whatsoever? That's literally what they do. They punch down as cowards. But then when the punching down ends, oh, you can't punch down anymore because no one cares about that drama shit anymore because the truth is out. Oh, we'll move on to other topics now. Who's Darkside Phil? Never heard of him. So, there you go. Okay. I got a $12 tip from Wings of Redemption. Wow. Get Jimmy Changas. What in the holy hell is Jimmy Changas? I've never heard of this before. I know what chimichangas are.
Humbug.
I don't know what Jimmy Changas are, though. That's our biggest tip of the day for the record. Okay. All right, let's see here. Oh, I didn't say that at all. That you've completely made that up. I never said that whatsoever. I said that I got contacted by certain parties, for example, people who were fans of Destiny who wanted to do some kind of a fan event, right? I told you exactly who contacted me. I never said that I was contacted by big creators and names. I've never said that at all. You completely made that up. It's quite the contrary. This is the second time this has happened in 2 years where, oh, look, people like me, they like the content, so no one wants to talk to me because we only wanted to talk to Phil about drama. We're not intelligent people who have topics of importance or, meaning to talk about. We're not people who have a podcast where we sit down and talk about games and important things, news. No, we talk about drama, So the drama people don't want nothing to do with me now, and fair enough because there's no reason to.
Then DSP, because he does no research, just buys whatever the most expensive thing is, realizes his monitor has a circle backend and not a square, so he can't use the monitor arm on it, and calls the manufacturer on the arm idiots. Remember, he didn't do the research, then says his desk building is like Dark Souls 2 or 3 difficult. Then this is hilarious. So DSP is going to have major problems with this because he can't even open his door because the desk blocks it. And as Cat Burnell points out, isn't this a fire code violation?
Right, so the only way to do, I could do close like this. I could do that if I want, up close. Or I could push it back. I definitely like that, like for truck sim and stuff. This is nice to have it back, further back like that. And then I could get it closer to me when I leave the room. That way I can open the door.
And then we have Phil as Beggy Wise. We all beg down here. And then on his day off, he put out a video, his new office/studio improvements walkthrough. And surprise, surprise, he bought more stuff. It's funny how he's always talking about on his day off, he's spending time with his wife, he's doing this with her, he's doing that with her, but he keeps doing videos on his day off. He keeps going on Twitter and arguing with people. But you also complain at the same time you have no time to spend with your wife. And that's how the week ended for DSP. If you guys like that, click that like, share the video, leave a comment below, hit subscribe my other channels and the details of the end cards. And as always, I love each and every one of you. Hope you're all safe, healthy, and happy. Peace and love.